interrupted by the sound of a fairy, because we are in the final session of Beachside, finally.
Popcorn not included.
And I'm already annoyed to death by you guys.
Because you love us!
I don't know why.
We discovered that all of us besides you had played a obscure 2000 RPG.
The word you're looking for is aside, not beside.
So, welcome, warning all to, like I said, the final session of Beachside. It's been a long time getting here. I'm not even going to bother with introductions at this point, because if you're not familiar with us, you're probably starting at the wrong place.
I'll watch the last episode. Then I can understand the plot twist.
It's like reading the mystery backwards to find out who the culprit is.
Butler.
What do you think this is, Columbo?
Definitely Butler then.
What,
Alright,
God's a butler?
Yep. True story is, he's actually a butler.
But
I just want to start from the last episode because I heard that the previous episodes just consist of players arguing with each other.
Well, instead of doing introductions, I will do a brief recap, since this was a kind of to-be-continued episode.
Last time on Alfheim/Beachside.
Last time on Beachside. So you guys killed Lucifer?
And I guess that was the conclusion of the survival of the universe survival arc.
I suppose, maybe. So, yeah, that you had significant help from Mab, obviously, but yes, you have killed a demigod, but then you rushed to heaven, got slightly annoyed by a flock of angels as you dealt with them quite handily.
And one was a mental breakdown.
And then I will read the flavor text again, just so I can do a full recap.
You like the flavor text?
Yes, I still have the flavor text from last time.
Oh,
I have
right.
already read this one, but again, this is a recap. So I will recap!
Recap away, then.
The angelic host was no match for the fairies' advanced magic and technology, and they proceeded to the top of the Palace of Gold. After the eternity...
The Palace of Gold. God damn it. Is this a Saint Seiya arc?
No.
Yes.
That's later.
Maybe.
Oh, Ross.
If we start basically shouting, "Feel the power of my cosmos," then we'll be a Saint Seiya.
No, that's the cosmos that are indeed ready to explode.
Yes, that one.
Yes. So,
We might actually literally explode the cosmos by the end of this campaign.
Sweet.
Cool.
Okay,
I'll sign up for that one.
continuing. After an eternity, you hear the sounds of battle. They hear the sounds of battle. They hurry to the direction of the battle, only to see Warren be struck down by a bizarre, almost metallic-looking creature. The gems of power flung from Warren's grasp and land at your feet. Looking at the strange monster before them, it has a vaguely humanoid appearance. Not terribly different than a gold statue, but with countless pairs of wings sprouting haphazardly from all points of its body, and it possesses 16 pairs of arms and 2 legs.
Do we have a picture?
How the hell did he find gloves? Or a coat?
How did he find wigs?
Is he a giant, or is he like a human size?
I'm always thinking a giant with 16 pairs of arms.
Yes, he is he is gigantic.
So we can't 3D him then?
Correct. Even with its alien anatomy, the fairies see visible signs of injury and what they would guess is fatigue. The creature is served by a single angel that apparently did not participate in the battle.
Is this a similar situation to the final boss in this Gaia 2?
trying to remember the final boss of this guy.
Basically,
once.
Basically, it was super powerful, and we could only defeat it because he was weakened by literally every other overlord in the universe attacking him first. And it was not even enough, because in the cutscene, in the final cutscene, he is defeated, I should say, by a Deus Ex Machina.
Again,
in this case, to defeat a literal god with a Deus Ex Machina would be something beyond ridiculous.
But do we know that being is the god?
Exactly.
Well,
that's why it's completely ridiculous.
Maybe that's just a super powerful
I mean, the gems are going to be instrumental to your particular victory. They could technically be considered a Deus Ex Machina, although they've been established since day one.
Yeah, you can't really.
Yes, they have been established as completely vague.
Yes,
but around.
Basically, you can do whatever you want with this because it's vague enough.
Right, earrings.
Okay, earrings. Anyway, so now we continue where we left off.
Oh gosh.
I am going to burn Manny's reference sheet once this is over.
Oh, you just never want to see that character again, huh?
I wanted to get rid of him since we were under 10 episodes.
Wrote him.
Yeah, you could have salvaged him.
And
regardless,
salvage time.
Now, at the end of this campaign, there's going to be a message that says Manny died on the way back to his planet.
Regardless, you have a deceased friend of yours in front of you.
Oh yeah, Warren is dead. Lucky guy.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
dead?
Shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was down and out for the count.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah,
I said
knocked
struck
out.
down.
Oh, well, struck down does not mean killed.
Exactly, that's the technicality.
Yeah, so
Claiming he's not dead.
okay, so let's just. Chloe's just gonna rush over to Warren. Warren!
Oh shit!
There's no response from him.
Poke him with a stick.
Warren, open up your eyes. Come on,
Dun dun dun.
Warren!
Dun dun dun.
Don't leave us.
Dun 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 dun. And after acknowledging that he's dead, we have immediately to fight the boss, so that the momentum of the tragedy is ruined.
Okay,
that's a dumb moment in Final Fantasy VII, really.
It is.
Okay, so I'm
looks at the being and says, "God."
It looks at you with its alien face and says something completely unintelligible to you.
Your head should explode.
Your head does not explode, but it does give you a headache just hearing his voice.
Earplugs.
Yeah.
He's probably asking you to go find the Holy Grail.
Ross, how many are the gems nearby, Warren, or is it only just...
They fell at your feet. 3 by each of you.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab mine instantly.
I'm picking mine up. I see enough anime to know this goes.
Then Remy turns to the angel that hasn't talked. That's just what's... Can you help me interpret this?
The angel says... You should be pleased he even responded to a lesser being such as you. Maybe it's because you have a touch of superior blood within you.
If you haven't figured out yet, they're all
abomination
dicks.
as you are.
Angels.
Could you repeat the last sentence?
I said, even if you are an abomination as you are. He says in a callous, almost snooty way.
Oh, you're so ugly. Oh,
yeah, he's got a teacup. He's got a teacup in his hand.
I've worshipped God my whole life. Are you saying that means nothing?
Yes.
I didn't hear the question, I'm sorry.
I've worshipped God my whole life. You mean that means nothing?
Nah.
That is simply you fulfilling your role as a human. That's all humans are good for, after all.
Kick him in the gonads.
Yes, they are good at leaving you positive feedback on Twitter, I guess.
So if God didn't create us for his own image, then what for?
God didn't create you at all. Well, at least this deity did not. Something created you. Something that was here before we came.
Cthulhu! That would explain a lot.
That would explain a lot.
Hey Ross, can I cast Keen Eye to see if I can see anything?
You can, but it does not reveal anything further.
Right.
There's no deception at play here.
Right.
No, me, I'm building a 16-arm model.
Okay, so...
But alright, Frank's just gonna say, alright, you're all under arrest for war crimes, torturing innocent men, women, and children, abusive physical and mental manipulation of mortal lives, monopolizing of scientific knowledge, illegally entering Earth's stratosphere, and masquerading as a god without a license. You all have the right to remain silent, but if you do say anything, it can be used against you in a court of law. You also have the right to an attorney.
God is dead.
That's what the more like step struggle. You forgot to add in illegal parking.
He did. He said that.
Down below.
I said illegally entering Earth's stratosphere, so you might as well be parked. But to be
technicality.
frank...
Not letting down the way of technicality.
Oh my gosh.
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you if you so desire. But to be frank, it would be giving you more rights than you've given any single living creature. Do you understand, Mr. J?
Mr. J.
G.
What are you supposed to be, Harley Quinn?
Well, he's Jehovah, sir, Mr. J.
The angel just looks at the angel just kind of looks at you deadpan. It's difficult to tell expressions on the deity's face.
So who are you then?
I'm certain you've heard my name before. It is Metatron.
Metatron! One shall stand, one shall fall. Simulated there.
Does
Metatron.
this angel look robotic by any chance?
The angel does not look robotic. The angel looks what you would expect an angel to more or less look like.
So Metatron isn't that direct. Isn't that direct allocation to Transformers? Also, if we had to fight against Transformers, that would be rather cool.
That would be rather cool, actually. But I think that would be like the biggest jumping the shark moment ever.
I think we've already had that several times.
Yeah, but at that point, it just wouldn't even make any fucking sense.
It would be leapfrogging the shark then.
God is Megatron.
He just turns into a giant gun for no reason.
No, even better.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
No, even better. Make God Starscream.
No, wait, Metatron is Starscream.
Oh god, I can't do the Starscream voice, otherwise I would totally want to give it to him.
Megatron!
As good as it is, as long as that old voice, the new one has a really good voice.
God will be...
Decepticons!
God...
Oh yeah, it was Megatron, not Metatron.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Megatron.
Also, God would be Devastator.
Or Unicron.
Yeah,
I see
that would make sense.
Okay, so we need to continue with the actual
story.
Only
if it's voiced by Orson Welles, though.
So, I guess he isn't Jehovah or Yahweh or whatever either.
Or Joseph. Just go. Hey. Let's go with Joe. Hi, Joe.
So, let me get this straight, Chloe says. You, who are supposed to be protecting people and forgiving people, or even stopping suffering from happening. You're just letting fairies who have not done anything wrong suffer in hell?
Those fairies had done great wrong. Or at least the race had.
Individuals have. Do you think one's descendants should suffer for doing nothing?
Metatron says, personally, is the opinion of our Almighty that other races are beneath his notice.
I love the fact that we're trying to reason with God here.
Oh!
That always goes down well. Oh, look, I rolled a 20 in charisma. I guess we won.
Frank just says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were in the presence of the high and mighty, holier than thou you all are. Should I start burping out sunshine and farting rainbows before you can see us as equals?"
Way ahead of you, buddy.
You, a human, could never be our equals.
Man is trying to do the raspberry sound with his armpits and emitting rainbows in the process.
Honestly, it still somewhat churns my stomach that I have to be giving a human appearance for our domain over your race currently.
Oh, go to hell, Taffer.
I don't know what a Taffer is.
Wow, some divine, some superior divine creature.
I don't know what a Taffer is, so I don't know how to respond to that.
Again, some divine superior creatures you are.
So if God is dead, then who is he?
God. That is the God that you have known
He's postmodernism!
Oh no.
No, Ross, please say what it is that...
Yes.
I said, that is the God that you have known and worshipped, Remy. So devoutly, no less.
Oh. Well, you seem to act very differently than the Bible indicates.
The Bible is simply a method of getting humans to behave the way that we wish them to.
Never put much stock in books. Unless the instructions on how to change light bulbs.
After all, our first agenda in coming here was to ensure that as many people as possible only worshipped one deity, and that deity, of course, would be our God. And we also allowed the worship of him to splinter into three separate things. Was it three? Yeah, three. Three separate major faiths.
You mean you're not just involved in Christianity, you're involved in like Hindu Buddhism?
We were referring to Islam and Judaism, but
yeah, the Arab.
Right, those ones. Well, yeah. Still, I'm mentioning all the religions, listing them all. Even Jedi's in the list.
It listed everything. Everything. This is like the four measures was like, please stop listing them now. Please stop. That's enough. We get the idea.
You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
You are the chosen ones.
I'm going. You know, I like Ross. Roll to see if in this timeline the prequels are actually good.
You know, that scene in episode 3 still...
He's rolling!
The future refused to change.
God damn it! God damn it!
Even with fairies, it still sucked.
It's been released yet.
I think episode 3 is still worth watching.
Oh.
Probably for all the wrong reasons, but anyway.
Yeah.
It actually adds canon to the...
No! I will kill you!
Even at the time I first saw I knew the acting was awful.
This scene would get even worse as if suddenly Jar Jar Binks revealed himself to be the god.
No, that would be better. I mean, I think it would fix the prequels if Jar Jar Binks was the enemy all along.
I think he actually was supposed to have a bigger role, but they said no, not to bother.
Regardless, Remy, your very existence right now does, unfortunately, have to be dealt with. You see, Nephilims, I should say, are a creature that we can't afford to exist.
Nephilim.
Yeah, whatever he said.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So what? You come here and just throw your weight around and that's it? No right, no wrong, no deciding...
Actually...
Technically, you came to us.
Yes, I mean, I was about to say...
I meant when they first came to the planet.
Hold on, this is a One Piece arc. He's got Ines. He's come to replace the old god, and he's completely full of himself.
That was dangerous, though. He was lightning.
Oh my gosh, that thing. Oh, if only one of us was made of rubber.
Yeah, we'll be killed quite quickly if that was the case, because he just let's shoot us all. That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I still don't know why you fairies are so concerned with upsetting the status quo.
I can't believe we're fighting God Iner. Oh.
Yeah, I know.
I just came here to seek answers.
Well, you've got them.
I only came here because I only wanted to do what was right and help people not to suffer anymore for wrongs they never committed in the first place. Something you people are not concerned with, obviously.
No.
No, we honestly do. The only concern that we have with the human race is making sure that they do not wipe themselves out. After all, we still do need their worship. After all, how are we going to dethrone the deities of the other realm without it?
Excuse me?
They're gonna go take over the other realms. They're gonna go after all deities.
Since you won't leave here in one piece, I assume it's alright to tell you, but,
Oh my god!
Our deity...
Oh my god, he's fallen for it! He has the oldest villain disease ever!
Yes, I know, I'm sorry.
Verbal diarrhea!
Maybe he just really wanted to talk to someone outside of Jehovah from being stuck outside for so long.
In thousands of years! Besides those twits!
Anyway, he just says, we came here in search of a new source of energy for our deity, and lo and behold, humans were ignorant creatures that would fit the bill nicely.
Awful.
So, that worship my fabulosity.
Yeah, that's God Enner. Look at him.
Okay.
Oh God, okay.
Apparently Remy is Dante.
Anyway, he says, after all, unfortunately, my deity only has domain over angels, which he of course creates, but the angels were a relatively minor force in the world that we came from. So, the amount of power that we could amass was relatively slim.
But now, you will know the full power of the dark side.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, you will know the full power of the dark side of the force.
The dark side flows in you, gives you strength through you.
I feel your hate.
Okay. Frank just says, okay, you're all drunk. Go home. It's time the taps go off.
We got beer here?
So,
Fantastic.
What are you about to say, Matty?
so what do you, Metatron, gain by following him?
He is my creator. Something that you need to know about angels, unlike the one that you've had contact with the defective one, is that they were built to serve. That is all that they are capable of doing. An angel that can choose not to serve is defective.
Ooh.
That's it.
Oh god, it's the Omni King in it from Dragon Ball Super.
Again, I haven't seen it.
Alright.
I'm being hosted.
Being hosted?
Hosted?
Yes.
Oh, cool. What's that entail?
What's that supposed to mean?
That means that another streamer, my girlfriend, is hosting us on her channel as well.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, say hello. Everyone say hello to their channel. Hello.
Hello, other channel.
Hello.
We're in the middle of a D&D campaign that you probably get bored of.
Feel free to tune out anytime.
Okay, thank you.
But please stay.
Yeah, please stay. Support Ross. He's a good guy.
Lies! I'm a good fairy. Anyway. Alright.
Who's typing?
I am not. Okay, so anyway, where were we? Oh yes, you just simply said that the angels were servants. So I could not defy my master if I wanted to. I live only to serve him.
Is he lying?
There does not seem to be any deception in his voice.
Right.
Madhog.
I don't think he's Starscream.
Madhog, please let Ross have his time in the light of showing off these villains that are not important anymore.
I mean, I'm pretty much ready to start the boss fight whenever. It's just, you basically have to establish reasons why you're going to fight him.
Yes.
I mean, didn't we already come here with a reason?
Well,
You did.
Chloe
And, one kind of being struck down should have, give you another one, but you guys decided instead of rolling right into battle, you're like, no, let's talk to him.
Well,
No, Remy wants to talk.
Well, I know Remy has good reasons, but
I wanted to
the
give
fairy
Remy a
should
chance.
be a little more bloodthirsty.
I wanted to get Remy a chance, but also because I thought, Chloe should, be the sensible one to ask the questions while still mad.
It fits because she's,
Yes.
will be angry at them at the same time she wants to be.
Right, before battle starts, let's grab gems.
Well, I've already
We did that. We
I
were
wanted,
me and Chloe well ahead of you there.
It's energy from people who worship him. Couldn't you just make the doctrines like... why do you need to be such assholes about it?
Yeah. It's simple, because we want to make sure that humans cannot challenge us.
So
Knowingly,
you
that
make
makes sense.
so you make up a series of religions for the purpose of keeping them infighting.
Exactly.
So you're not just dunking on Christianity, you're dunking on every religious ever made. Good job, Ross. Good
Three
job.
major ones that have been infighting.
So I guess Mormons are fine. They're going they're welcomed in heaven.
No one fucking takes Mormons seriously anyway.
And that's why they're the only ones.
Fight you much either, to be honest. I ain't declared a fight holy war for Buddhism.
No, in that way, I guess Scientology technically is right.
No, Scientology. No, you see, Mormons are funny. Scientologists are just idiots. So
they are, but still. Anyway,
Okay.
God, I hope that we don't. Like, someone super religious does not actually watch this.
It's a bit too late to be concerned with that, Ross, damn it.
It's too late!
I mean, I pretty much doubled down on it a long time ago.
Only one who watches.
It is wonderful how heretic this session has become.
Okay.
Broken!
Woken. Now he's woken.
Yes.
Okay.
Woken! Alright, let me...
I'm gonna finish my model.
What, you're finishing a model
Yeah.
at this time?
It's got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of arms because all I could fit on it.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't get 16 sets of arms on it. Not enough space. It is it's down by its crotch.
Just put arms upon arms.
Yeah, good put arms around his back. That would actually work.
Okay, let's just let. Is anyone else has anything to say to this guy before Chloe blows a gasket? Just because.
Yes, before you judge us, take a look at you. Can't you find something better to do? Point the finger, slow to understand. Arrogance and ignorance go hand in hand. It's a Metallica reference.
I knew this was a song, damn it! You know, we should play The Unforgiven Part 2.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure you love copyright claims, don't you?
No, but technically, the theme from Doom is already a Metallica song.
That was a cover, though.
Yeah.
The cover those.
Never mind. Anyway. So...
Anyway,
should we start?
I thought you were going to say something, Manny.
Has everyone grabbed the gems first?
Yes.
So should we? So should we beat up God or?
And yeah, Chloe goes like, Chloe, I'm trying to think what she would say here, just so then we can have a good segue to the fight. Essentially,
God. Manny says, God. You're a poopy head.
Nah, that's not that's not inspiring.
Let's bury the Taffer. Old loves die hard. Old lies die harder.
Alright, so I have one last bit of flavor text here.
Okay,
let's
Blood
listen.
boiling at the callous and self-serving actions of the deity. You all decide internally that you will force an end to this, and gather up the 3 gems of power at your feet. With the so-called god weakened, you might just stand a chance, and even if you don't, it's better to die fighting than be slaughtered like cattle. Each of you steals yourself for your final battle.
Round 1 of 4.
The final battle.
So, this battle's mechanics will play out a little differently than others.
What?
So, in this battle, you will not roll initiative.
alright.
I was preparing for that.
I was going to say yourself as well.
I'm
In
prepared for
this
it too.
battle, you will choose the order that you go. In addition, both of you... all members will have haste going through the duration of it, so you get 2 actions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so each of you... So...
Hold on, if you already have 2 actions to begin with, if Chloe casts haste, do we get 4 actions?
No, because haste is already active.
So, here's how it will work.
Okay.
So, you have your gems, which give you, using 3 of them gives you each a unique ability. However, you can also pass the gems off to other people by using one of your actions.
Oh, pass the parcel.
If you do not use the power of the gems that turn, they build up.
Oh.
Hmm.
And these boons you are about.
So you could individually use your 3 power, or you could pass it off to the last person in initiative, who would get a 15 gem power.
Okay, but
or you could also decide to take both actions for yourself to do whatever you feel may be necessary that round, and then and then the gems will not be depowered, but they also will not be passed on, somewhat breaking the chain.
So essentially, we just keep passing the parcel, at least use one action to do something and pass the gems with the other.
Mm-hmm.
You could technically keep passing it back and forth between the party members until there's like 4 rounds and.
Well, but basically, since each of you possess 3 of them, you each have to, in order to get the 15 power, each of you will have to have passed the gem onto a single target.
So, what's to stop us from all of us giving it to Chloe and then her casting death?
Well, her death effect does not work in this particular battle.
I think God is immune to death.
I don't know. These gems are so vague. It might as well basically overwrite death.
I have a feeling that God is immune to many other status effects as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know the
well,
devils.
it's the final boss.
Right.
And then you eat poison.
So you will decide how the order of your actions, and then God
Chloe
will
first.
go.
Wait. Well, we already have haste, so there's no point in.
Yeah, no point. We'll have to worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, haste is already
haste
going.
is automatically
I
on
mean, you
us.
can still use your turns to buff each other.
Yeah,
True.
buff, I can only debuff.
Well, can Chloe cast haste on haste?
No!
you
We
have
already established
I
access.
just
already
asked
answered
that.
Oh.
Haste doesn't stack.
If it
Although
did,
we just
my
cast
God.
haste twice, and quite frankly, we'd have 6 turns each.
Hold on. If you already start with 2 attacks each, I can only dread of how many attacks God will have per turn.
Probably 16.
So
One for each
problem
round.
in this is that we should know everyone's ability so we can tactically put the order.
Here's the thing:
What?
you don't. You'll have to discover them by trial and error.
Right, so essentially everyone take at least 1 turn to fire off their gem on their turn so they can figure out what the hell they've got. Because we're also being teasing us with buffs.
with boons.
I wasn't
Boons.
talking
I think he's finally given them
about
those.
the player characters' abilities.
Exactly.
I've
You don't
damaged-
know what they are with the gems because you have never attempted to use them this way.
Right.
Essentially we're channeling
I
our
mean,
abilities through the
regular
gems.
Buffs, not the gem buffs.
Your normal buffs will act normally,
So let's see.
with the
Okay,
exception,
so-
of course, of haste and divine-based ability, deity-based abilities do not function here for reasons that should be pretty obvious.
Yeah, it is deity thing.
Okay, so each of us have 3 gems each.
So, for example, you could not invoke Titania, you cannot go into mad mode, etc.
Ah, no, not my mad mode. Wait, me and Chloe are the only ones who have the divine entity thingies. Bang,
If
Remy,
Remy is part angel, does that mean that he can invoke
Your divine abilities come from your bloodline as an angel and not actually God himself.
Yeah, it's different.
yeah. Because Nephilim.
Yeah, Nephilim, you don't actually follow the same guidelines. You got a
I
different
kinda-
D&D book.
That kind of spits on the faces of angels.
Well, again, he was born from a quote-unquote defective angel.
Yeah. Anyway, we need to decide, the
So you
order
need
we're
to
going
decide
in.
the turn order,
Yeah,
and
so...
also what you'll be doing during your turns, whether you're going to build up for the big attack or try to test what you can do individually.
See, on the one hand, testing what we can do individually might be useful, so we at least know what our spells do. But then there's the big thing of if we push them all to the back of the queue, for example, like Chloe, and then have her launch a big attack with one within.
With all the gems, of 15 gems. But, actually, now that I think about it, you said we can pass 1 gem per turn, per
No,
action,
you
right?
can pass all gems that you hold.
Right. Okay, I just want to make sure.
So each of us has 3 gems.
Yes, 15 in total.
Yes.
And at the end of the round, basically, your gems will be redistributed automatically.
So they automatically go back to the original person they started from.
Yes.
Okay. So, we need to know what God can do, so... actually, wait, can I ask another question? Do they gems repower themselves after a turn, or do they take several turns to repower themselves?
You do not know, however, Warren was using them to fight single-handedly with the deity, and they do not seem to be depowered.
That's a
Okay.
good sign that they can throw a lot of juice out.
Right.
So, what is the god doing now? And
The
Stand-
god seems to be,
Patiently
observing
waiting
you.
for you to start,
I'm
basically.
sorry, I didn't hear you because Madhog talked.
I said he is observing you.
Right.
I'd have thought he was doing his nails, at least one of his hands.
Is anything odd about the room as well? Like anything to interact with?
You tear me apart, God!
There does not seem to be anything unusual about the room itself, besides the fact it's made out of pure gold.
Aside the fact that it exists.
Could we drop a pill on him?
Probably not, but...
Gold
Okay.
can melt in high temperatures.
Okay, I'm going to...
That could work.
Okay.
Put it on his feet, make it say sinks, harden it with a cold blast.
Well, I'm thinking so far that, since we don't know what God can do, essentially, like maybe a weak point can be revealed, like a la final bosses usually do sometimes. Maybe if we test out what these gems can do this turn, only on one of them, at least.
I'm planning to focus first my attacks on Metatron.
What if I two people
Maybe
or
a
one person?
buffer. He may be some kind of a buffer to gosh, so we'll have to deal with him first.
Yeah, true, but
Is
You
he
can
even a target?
Metatron does not look like he is taking any type of battle stance.
okay.
He sits to the side, he can watch, but he can't interact.
Okay, so
I think. Just expect to attack him if he starts doing anything funny.
okay, so that's my idea essentially. Basically, we all take one turn at least to test out the gems, so then we can see what we can do with just one of them, and see if what
With
God
the
will
three
do.
you have. you mean.
Yeah, with the three we have, and then we'll see what God will do, and then plan around that. So now we just need to figure out the order.
Okay.
I was going to say basically we could pass them all to one person and then wait a turn for them to power up and then see.
No, you don't have to wait if you you would have to wait for them to power up if you're only taking one action that doesn't use the gems. And also, they also return to you at the end of the round anyway.
All right.
He comes straight back to you, so... Essentially, what you do is you stack it to the last person, and the last person fires a big attack, or you can fire individual small attacks.
Okay, so the big question: who wants to go last?
So
Really?
Order doesn't matter. Can we just go on the order of our dexterity?
No, because then that would be me first.
Yeah.
So that's, let's see. Well, Manny quite often needs to buff himself, does he not?
Yes.
I mean, you basically are going to have 2 rounds if you're not passing them to each other, which basically means that you can try gem ability and then either change your distance from God or do some kind of buffing spell.
Exactly, it means you can move, you could, technically then Manny could use a gem trick to see if it, or a spell, see what he gets from it, and then if he needs to move closer, either way, Manny has only 2 range attacks. But his main attribute is the fact he can run up and beat. He's rather sturdy in combat.
Yeah, but he's gonna be using the gems to attack him. I would have thought.
So he could use his gem attack to, I don't know, the flying rip-off version he's got.
Yeah.
Find out if more just gigantic weapons.
Yes, I'm unleashing the gates of Babylonia, or whatever was the attack of Gilgamesh.
Babylon.
Gates of
Babylon.
Babylon, which Gilgamesh used. I know that series.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He doesn't seem very enthused about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so since no one is choosing to go last, I'll go last then, just to make it easier for everybody.
Okay.
Now it's up to you guys to decide where you guys want to come in.
Oh, should I go last because I'm the healer?
Depends where God's going in the sequence.
God goes after all of your turns.
Right, so it doesn't really matter because he's going to punch us in the face anyway.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
So technically, it would be better if Remy was a bit further up the chain.
Okay, I'll go.
Because if God launches a nasty attack and it pelts us all, Remy's closer to getting us all healed up.
Okay, yeah, I can go first then.
Okay.
What?
I said okay.
Okay, so what are you going to do then, Remy, since you've decided to go first?
So what gems do I have?
You have 3
3.
of them.
We
They are
don't know.
indistinct from each other.
Yeah, 3 red gems. They look identical. They really should have been labeled.
Do they? So the color doesn't matter in do they have similar color?
They all the same color and have the same ability.
Oh, okay. Well, this makes it easier.
Good,
Well,
we don't have to
I'm
label them.
going to test the gem and use it on a card and see what happens.
Okay, so you shoot one of your rays of light. However, it becomes irreparably tainted and strikes the deity.
Oh wow. From ray of light to ray of darkness.
So make a attack roll.
Okay. So that's my attack value.
Yep. No Kamehameha?
26.
Nice.
Okay. So you connect with one of his arms.
Oh no, my 14th arm. It was my favorite arm.
I just finished the manicure on that one.
Okay,
damn
so you have a second action.
I think you can't find the gem a second time.
You can't fire the gem a second time, no.
Okay.
Taste. Yes, Icy Pal. We'll say that one instead. Taste the rainbow.
And for second action,
It's actually the Rainbow of Darkness from the original My Little Pony animation. From
on my Staff of Evocation, there's an ability Wall of Force. What does it do?
The Wall of Force allows you to put a invisible wall between you and a... basically, you make an invisible wall appear somewhere that is usually impossible to pass through.
Stressing
So-
the term usually.
Okay, so you're turning this into a old-fashioned sandbox when you cannot advance to beyond a certain point because there is an invisible wall.
I could use...
Doing that would basically restrict your guy's movement towards approaching him. And you
Yeah.
do not know if it would have effect upon Jehovah.
Oh,
I say
no.
him was something big.
But I'm wondering if Metatron is going to join in the battle, because
Yeah, that's
Probably
why we'll
keep him
all
busy.
kind of got we're all got
Again,
the same thing. We won't.
We won't know until he
He
has
does.
his turn.
okay, well, I'm going to use my trusty old Winchester and see if it has any effect on God.
I'm gonna shoot him.
I'm gonna shoot God in the face.
Yeah, the final boss is the best place to experiment.
Okay,
really.
making attack on the deity.
Oh God, it's easier.
19.
Okay, it does not connect.
Wow, so he's got to get a certain roll, and otherwise it won't connect, or he's got a really good defense.
Hmm.
And he's got a lot of arms. I can block. Right, who wants to go next?
I'm never going to be able to hit him.
Okay, so next.
So, who's going next then?
I suppose I could go next and unleash.
Okay.
If
hell.
you want.
I want to
Do you
unleash my.
ever
I want to go
have
mad
that
mode.
fight-
They won't let me.
You,
Do
no,
you
you
ever have
can't
that
mad
final
mode.
boss music somewhere?
Probably.
What, you mean the one Ross is playing?
Yeah, I'd like to get it into the chat as well.
Oh god, it is... I have an extended list, so I don't know if it'll fit. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
over 50 megabytes. It's not going to work.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh.
It's
That's
like
one
an
of the
hour
linkers.
extended version of the song I chose, so I wouldn't have to replay it constantly.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Crying outside in the street.
I'm sorry.
I can't hear it on the stream anyway. I've got it muted.
Yes, I can't hear it either because I'm only there for the icy pal.
Exactly, unless there's his text. See what the chat's saying.
Okay, so you said you wanted to go next, Demona. Okay.
Yep, I'm going to go next. I'm going to use my gem with Hidden Fist.
Okay, that's exactly what you do it with, actually.
Cool.
A massive super fist erupts from it.
Also, I'm just thinking Devil May Cry 4 now, like
Making
giant
attack
fist.
roll.
Okay.
Overdrive? Overload! Hey, I can't. I'm gonna. That can't. Do I get to add my. No, I don't. Just normal attack, isn't it? I add my +2 for my rapier.
No, you don't get any items.
Oh well, 37.
Okay. Okay, you connect with the same arm that Remy hit.
Cool. Was it damaged?
Yes.
Maybe I should have targeted it somehow.
Nope. I just like the fact that the Mono just launched a gigantic fist to Brave in the arm.
Okay, so next.
Ta-da.
So
Hey,
you
one more
have your
shot me.
second action.
Franco. Oh yeah, the Demona.
See, I don't really want to get this guy into a melee because given that many arms, I'm pretty soon you do like a pummel attack.
Also, he's too huge to like ding with you.
How huge is he exactly?
Big.
If I had to try to estimate for you, he's about 50 meters tall.
Okay.
He's
pretty
basically as tall as the original Godzilla.
That's pretty big.
Gojira! 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 God is Gojira, that makes sense.
God is a kaiju.
So in other words, his name is Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla!
Oh. Anyway.
Right, so I shall use my assault rifle. Christ, it's 164 feet tall.
You're
But
gonna use an assault rifle on God.
I'm gonna use use that Fey rifle I got.
Okay, making attack.
Because I don't really want to run up and punch the guy.
Okay, use the Fey rifle.
Oh, well, even though I clicked it, I just got the exact same result.
Right, what is it?
37 again, the exact same result.
Okay.
Okay.
that's handy.
Unfortunately, your Fey rifle connects but does not seem to injure him.
I like that, I suppose. One punch!
Except God is still standing.
Yeah, but even thinking one punch would I might have a little trouble with this guy.
That my Winchester wouldn't work either.
Yep, well, I went with I thought the AP thing on it would work, but sadly not. His skin's a bit too thick.
Yeah, I guess
Okay,
only
so
Matt...
next, so who is going to be next?
Well, that'd either be me or Manny. So, do you want to go Madhog or should I go?
I'm sure, I think I'll go.
Okay,
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess following the trend here, I'll see what my gem can do.
Okay, so your gem is pretty much exactly what you suspected it is. You can conjure ranged legendary weapons to throw at him. It is essentially the game Babylon.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, in that case, before I use the gem...
Well, you
I would
wouldn't know that it does that yet, so...
Okay,
until you
well,
use it.
I guess I'll do that. Does it give me any advantage in attack, like Master of the Weapon Bears does?
It does give you an advantage on attacking, although you first need to make an attack roll. Just add your normal modifiers to it.
Which is nothing, basically. Okay, hold on a minute. This and this.
Also, you probably should describe exactly what you're hitting him with.
I'll describe it only if it actually hits, which I doubt. I rolled a 17.
Okay, so yes, they do connect.
Oh, well, in that case, I stand back, fire in my eyes, an aura of manliness and light from my shoulder and my whole being. I raise my arm, lightning striking from it, or maybe it's actually coming to it. I don't know. Either way, it's totally metal. And
Okay.
and since it's a throwing weapon, And I'm summoning. Any suggestion, chat?
Well, chat suggests hitting with a rain of chainswords.
Chainsaws.
I'm using
Those
the.
aren't legendary though.
Ah,
Does the fiery chain?
Nomia.
Does the fiery
Nomia.
chain of Ghost Rider counts?
Yes,
Yes,
that would be
chain.
considered a legendary weapon.
I used the Ghost Rider
Okay.
chain.
I had to go with Nomia.
Okay, so
I don't know what that is.
That's hammer
Okay,
of Thor.
so you
Thor's hammer.
so you conjure this
Very
massive chain that lashes at the deity, hitting all of his arms.
Wait, no! Wait, I changed it back. It's Kratos.
This is before God of War,
Chainswords.
though.
Yes.
Pre
Well,
God
it
of
is
War.
legendary, isn't it? Technically,
Well,
Kratos is
But it's
Greek
before
mythology.
God of War. You would not possibly know.
Okay, fine. Ghost Rider
Ghost Rider.
chains.
Yes.
It counts because my comic was out ages ago.
Okay, so
That's what I said.
what's your second action, Manny?
Nomia.
Well, I did. First of all, what does it do?
You connect with all of his arms, and they seem to be visibly damaged.
All of the arms.
Yes.
So I had a
That's
big
cool.
chain.
Also,
Okay.
you knocked off one of them.
Hey, that was the one we
Ooh.
hit twice.
Wow. Okay, that's good. Thank you. By the way. Well, I guess I cannot reuse this gem, right?
On your next
not
turn,
this
you
turn.
can.
Oh, on the well, we'll see. I guess.
Or
in
you
the
can play pass to
meantime,
pass with it and then you call your bigger attack.
since I have a second action, I'm going to what do I have here? I'm going to cast Gotta Go Fast. What the hell?
Okay. So
Okay,
you
so
have
go there
buffed
faster.
yourself. Okay, so now we are at Frank and Chloe.
Yeah, Frank,
Yeah.
you go first.
Okay.
Thank you, boy.
Is there any like thing in particular to shoot? Like any like thing that sticks out, like a Gradius style weak point?
No, not yet.
Nothing's glowing yet.
No, nothing is obvious yet.
Damn, he has not got the glowy part that indicates his weakest point.
Shoot the core!
Shoot the cores! You find the cores! I
Question:
install my cores in Earl Castle.
Question: Does either God or Metatron have any weaponry?
They do not appear to have any weaponry.
Apart from his 16 arms.
I'm also very suspicious of Metatron. I wonder if he's actually the puppet master or something.
Yeah, when my next turn comes, I'm going to attack Metatron.
All right.
If
Well, I
that's
might.
all right with everyone.
We'll see what happens.
I guess I'll try the gem out then.
Okay, so the gem works strange. It works differently. As you look at them, you get the idea to try to infuse it with one of your gadgets.
Oh, now I definitely have to do it with this one. He's like, I have a sudden inspiration. And then he's like, look, Bala armor. Activate.
So what do you do?
He's activating the plasma cannons on his shoulders from the armor.
Okay, so
They become
make an
gigantic
attack
cannons.
roll
Alright,
as you're basically overcharging one of your items.
alright. Is it just my base or?
You
Base
roll
base attack
your
roll.
base plus whatever you would normally add to it.
Attack roll, essentially.
Yes.
Right. That would just be 11 then, because my other bonuses are on other weapons.
Okay. So you,
Also, I
the
suppose
Gatling
this is
does seem to connect with all of his arms.
Alright, well, like...
You have a Gatling gun?
I have
Yes, he's got two of
Gatling.
them.
I have Gatling plasmas, and by the way, I rolled a 30, which is 19 plus 11. But I've got like a flavor text for this. He's like,
Okay.
he's like, feel the combined wrath of. Hang on. Feel the combined wrath and destructive power of the two High Kings. Lug Bala, activate cannons. The claws of the wolf like open up, revealing two cannons that extend out from the shoulders. You cannot hide behind your hubris from your crimes. Howl! Kree Mokchira! The cannons then begin firing a big volley of bolts.
Nice.
Nice mix of
Pretty cool.
yeah.
Thank you.
Nice mix of what, do you know?
Nice mix of like
Okay.
normal and justice and going with the was it Nordic?
It's actually
Irish.
It's Irish.
Guys, I thought it must have been it's Irish punch.
Okay.
That was an
So-
awesome sequence, Isopal says, and he claps for you.
Okay.
Also, Isopal says, if you want to find a weakness, you got to scan them. We need a scan skill.
We don't have that skill.
It's not Final Fantasy.
Okay, so now is your second action, Frank.
Alright.
But I just did the Opic cool thing. What do I do now?
I know, it seems kind of basically...
I've just done the Giga Plasma
Why
Chain ones.
are you all doing the cool epic thing first?
Because we think we should do it first. I only did one punch with the sort of Dante Don't They Cry 4 version. He's done Darkness Beam. Madhog did... Manny did
Gates of
Ghost
Babylon.
Rider.
Oh, Ghost Rider, yeah.
Oh, you've just gone straight down Power Ranger style. That's like...
Kind of wish I made
like the other guy, but...
I kind of wish I made a divine killer now.
Okay, so what's
Pick
the
an
second action you were going to do, Frank?
So I just got a picture of Frank and what he's like, shoot to the flame gauntlet, so afterwards it goes, seems so puny compared to the last one though. That was cool.
Well, I'm just gonna basically use Solomon's hand again. You know, just to have him be here in a way.
Okay, doesn't that charm? No, that does a forceful charisma based, right?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Okay, making attack roll.
Okay. 18.
Okay, it does not seem to have any effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that much.
No, but at least
can
we can
also
hit
hear-
those arms twice.
I can also hear David cheering from the bottom of the ocean.
Oh.
The ocean says yes! Okay, so
So just put a
finally it's
picture of them,
Chloe's turn.
Yeah, I picture like Frank going, that was rather underwhelming actually.
Okay, so first things first, I'm going to put damage reduction on myself just as a buff for this turn, at least. Which will be for one action at least.
Okay.
Let me note this down so that I know that that I've noted down that the damage will be reduced by. There we go. Okay. So now that I've noted that down, I'm going to use the gem's power to.
So you're using your gem power then.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to
you
think which
shoot
spell to
raw
put through.
mana energy through it, and
Oh.
it scatters like a prism.
So I don't need to actually choose a spell.
Correct.
Okay.
So hitting all this hits all of this seems to hit all of his potential targets. Make your attack roll?
Okay.
Make your attack roll.
Okay.
Come on, 20. Come on, 20.
Ooh,
Come on.
natural 20, 33.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so you do connect with all of his
Oh,
arms.
please do flavor text for this. It's just like,
Well,
being
Ross is...
banished.
Yeah.
It's just like afterwards, like close, like that was a bit bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
You should hold knowledge and be fair.
I just picture like Chloe like singed hair, like that was bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
That's astronomical. Oh,
So-
Frank, 20 down.
Okay, so now it is the Daisy's turn.
Hey, have we not destroyed any more arms? Damn.
No.
Nope. So you just see beams of light shoot from all of his arms, hitting all of you.
Ouch.
Just
He has-
outright hitting us.
Can we defend against this, or is it gonna just nail us?
You can make a defense roll. Good luck.
Okay.
Oh no. 14,
And-
that's 7 plus 7 on my part.
$24.
29.
I got 31. I have a really high defense roll.
I'm gonna take some down.
I have a 16.
Alright.
Manny's joining you.
That is exactly as I expected. Okay, so each of you are going to be hit for 31 points of damage.
Wow.
Okay, let me get the calculator.
Half my
all of us?
HP, guys.
Yes, all of you.
Okay, so
Rat
let me see. 31 you said, so that's
Yes.
50 minus...
Well, it's the final boss.
I think we don't get armor deduction on this.
That's a good point. Do we get armor reduction on this?
You do not get armor reduction from non-magical sources, so if you have a spell
Hold on!
effect...
Hold on, Ross. I accidentally put in the points of my armor instead of the points of my defense.
But yeah, Madhog, considering I threw a 31.
Well, I hit a 29. I guess nothing changes.
Does not change anything.
Good.
Okay.
Well,
That's
I'm
fine,
glad I did that. Good to know.
Okay,
So non-magical.
so basically,
defensive,
only if you
non-magical.
have a spell that increases your armor does it apply. It seems to be walking through all of your technology and gear.
So that's minus 2 for Chloe.
Including that bouncy, like, shield thing that I have. That
Yes.
with light. Ah, good.
Okay,
Good.
so that means then that the only piece of armor on me that matters is the spell I just casted, essentially.
Correct.
So, what about your ring of
not
armor
even-
protection?
That's what I was gonna ask. What about the ring of protection? Is that magical?
That raises your
Yeah, armor class.
It raises my armor by 4. I've noted this.
Yeah, I
sounds
guess
good.
that would actually. So yes, that would apply. I apologize.
Hey, you got minus
I forgot
6 to you.
about that. But
Okay.
that would be the only type of thing that would work. A expressly magical item.
Okay,
Because
so
the rays of light are designed to walk through armor.
okay, so well, at least I know now. So now I can just.
You only take 25
and
points of damage.
Metatron does absolutely nothing. He is just watching.
Good to know my shield does nothing.
Yep. Hey, join the club.
In this
my
particular
armor.
battle, yes.
My
Yes.
armor did fuck all. I just took 31 damage. I have only 18 HP left.
I only have 25.
So I have 29. Well, I have 29.
14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's now your turns again. It's
Okay.
tactics time.
Let's give all the gems to Chloe.
That sounds like
hammered.
that sounds like a good idea. Dave. Basically, give it all to me.
And then she can hit for a mega attack with all 15 gems. But first things
Then
first, if Remy has the ability
she
to,
can launch the supernova attack.
yeah, she can go super on me.
Can she hold 15 gems on her hands?
They sort of float.
They
Float
float.
around us.
Okay.
They all
Oh, shit,
float
no,
down here.
They're going to be they're going to be floating around her Shadow the Hedgehog style.
No, please don't.
She's juggling.
This is who I am.
No, icy pal.
Okay,
no,
so you
no,
need
icy
to
pal.
So you need to determine your order.
Okay, I'll go
Oh,
last
wait,
then
right.
again.
What did Dicey Pal say?
We should finally come in bikini armor.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Everyone knows
much-
it's ultimately effective.
So how much health does everyone have right now?
25.
14.
29.
17.
Right, I'm 16, so I'm wondering if we should also do some healing as well.
That's what I was about to suggest. If Remy has a mass heal spell, a nice heal would go down friendly.
Yeah.
If he can.
Well, I'm pretty sure he could do that while also giving all the gems to
You
me.
have 2 actions.
Yeah, I know.
two
That's what I'm
actions.
saying. That's what I'm saying. 2 actions to give, 1 to give gems, and none of it to do whatever you need to do.
Yes.
Yep. So if Remy would kindly like to now throw out some healing, that would be helpful.
Yeah. So essentially, everyone can go in any order. I'm still going last again, just so then nobody argues about who's going last.
Okay.
Remy, if it actually doesn't matter which, if he can do the healing and pass the gems, it doesn't matter which party point he actually goes in the sequence. So long as he's not the last person.
Just keep in mind that your ultimate attacks may not necessarily be... your 15 gem power may not necessarily be an attack.
But she just did, like, Spectral Carnage.
That's with 3 gems.
Yeah.
Can't we divide the gems to 2 people?
You'll either have to use 3 abilities or 15 abilities.
Okay.
Essentially stops us from, like, ganging up on 2 guys having 6s.
No,
I want to see.
work.
I want to see what the 15 ability is. Maybe it's some super duper buffing or
That would be handy.
I would like to see it myself.
magical armoring or what have you.
Even if it's
Maybe
not an
it would-
attack, if it's a mega, like Madhog just said, a mega armor boost or something like that.
Or
with
maybe
magic.
it's a wild magic spell that it's going to turn us into Rule 63 versions of ourselves.
No, this isn't your campaign.
No,
I did.
I'll have it.
I did not have such a wild card in my campaign. I
You
wish I
had wild magic, though.
Yes.
What was Rule 63 again? Was it the check?
Gender swap.
bender? Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not Rule 34, thank goodness.
I'm not sure if Remy has any mass healing spells.
That's a good question. Do you have any mass healing spells?
If not, heal the most injured of the group.
So myself.
No one is actually technically in the injured status yet.
Not yet.
Technically, we could take another hit and then. Actually,
Yeah, we
we
could-
could go find out what this super gem is. It could, like I said, it could be a mass buff to reduce damage.
What the heck?
Maybe Remy's 15 is a mass healing spell.
We don't know.
We don't
Yeah.
know.
Me?
That's why I'm saying maybe. I'm
Yeah.
just throwing out possibilities.
Let's see.
Yeah, he can only heal a single target.
Alright.
Hmm.
At the moment, no one's in injured status. I
No one's in the
suppose.
injured state, no.
Yeah, so I shouldn't heal anyone right
No.
now.
I think for this time round, we've passed all the gems to Chloe.
Yeah, well,
And
you
do
still
whatever
have 2
possible.
actions, though, so you shouldn't waste your second action.
No, it's like shoot, do something.
So do any so do whatever and just pass the gem along for the second action, essentially. Unless
Okay, I'll first pass my gems to...
the next person down, essentially.
Oh,
Well,
Well,
essentially,
you
no,
know
you're gonna be passing them to Chloe. That's
Oh,
your
right.
real target.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that'd be really odd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Ross, how he explained it was, you pass it down to the next person along in the order,
I
essentially.
mean, you can do that too, but you won't get any benefit from doing it.
Alright, just skip it then, just
Okay.
say you pass it to Chloe, just to be easier and simpler.
yeah, first action I pass gems to Chloe. But I'm not going to attack Metatron yet because I want to check
rather low.
because I don't think Winchester normal bullets work, but I have this magic spell called Armor Penetrating Bullets, so let's see if that has any effect.
I doubt it,
Magic.
but still.
Target one of his damaged arms.
Yeah, and I
All of them.
Oh well. If I should
Hold on, I've got to. we've got-
Then I should use Staff of Evocation's Chain Lightning.
Oh, that's not a bad actually idea. Use lightning to bounce from arm to arm to arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast God with Chain.
And it might hit Metatron anyway, so.
Okay, God is going to roll a reflex save. Or a dexterity save. He saves and takes half damage.
Oh. Hit though.
God saves. So that's gonna be 5d6 worth of damage. I just have to
Still
roll
nasty.
this up.
First of all, boo.
Also, I like what Icy Powell's saying here in the chat. Manny super attack,
Yes.
milkshaker. Chloe super attack, detention. Frank super attack, ultimate gun power. Frank super attack, retribution. Wow, Frank's got 2 super attacks. Demona super attack, die 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 die.
I think he meant Remy for Frank.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's supposed to be friendly.
So you managed to hit God for God's arms for 15.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Did it hit? Did it bounce to Metatron?
It did not.
Oh.
Okay,
Well, some
I
old
think we're all waiting for the great reveal of Metatron being the real final boss, and actually he was really God, or this was his puppet.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I expect this to be the actual reveal at this point. It seems fairly obvious. Let's prove me wrong, Ross.
Okay,
Okay,
so
who's next?
who is next?
Metatron is the god what Lavos as a right index is to Lavos.
Now, what I suggest is that Metatron is actually God, but he's pretending not to be. In
Which
this
is why-
case.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Already established. Right.
I guess I'll go. If
Okay.
first of all, I'll pass my gem to Chloe as per agreement.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to try and prepare a charge attack, so I'm going to run away from some distance using
Okay.
Gotta Go Fast.
Okay.
And I
Okay,
do that.
so you are at extra long distance at this point.
Yes. I'm going to have the gem back the next turn, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they automatically return to you.
Okay, so that ends Manny's turn. Next up.
I'll go next if nobody minds.
Okay,
No.
go ahead.
Okay, Demona gives her the gems, noticing a big hum of power as the gems float around Chloe.
Mhm.
It's like I just expected like the Death Star sound. It's like Gateway to Fire. Right, and then I'm guessing invisibility is not going to help me much here.
You could try it.
I'll try going invisible, seeing if that
Okay,
makes it so
you
we can't
do
hit
go
with the beams.
invisible. You don't know if that's going to have if they can see you or not yet.
No, but it will help. It'll be a nice thing. It'll help determine some ability.
Okay, so now we are at Frank.
Right.
I'm still wondering what to do, other than giving the gems to Chloe, of course.
I still think she was like having like Death Star sounds effect coming off Chloe as all these gems float around her. Ooh.
Yeah, so I give the gems to Chloe
Okay.
first. Just wondering what to do now,
Shoot him in the balls.
because I don't see him being an illusion.
No, it's a bit physical.
Yeah, and if I use anti-magic, it would basically fuck us over anyway, so...
Would the anti-magic range hit us?
Huh?
Would the anti-magic's range hit us, given how big he is? This guy's like, 100 feet tall.
It creates a complete dead zone in a given area.
Darn. I don't think about a way that would make it work.
Yeah, I've already asked this before.
It's a tricky ability to work with. You have to be pretty creative to get to work to your benefit.
I'm also very suspicious of Metatron still, because he's just stood there. I'll be
I mean,
surprised
if you're concerned, you could always potentially dump your anti-magic field on Metatron himself.
That's a way of doing it. Just localize the field to Metatron. If it's localized literally on him and only him,
No, that'd be
Then-
localizing his area. You basically choose the area it goes into. You would just
Yeah,
choose
in
the
his-
place that he's occupying.
yeah, that little spot is occupying. It would allow us to then blast God, and Metatron would have to move if he intended to do anything.
But if any of us decide to attack him with magic, then
I was shooting bullets. We've got bullets. Lots of bullets.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
If he has to cast any magic back, he's got to move out of that zone,
Yeah,
which
true.
makes it valuable. It makes him a valid target for magic again.
I don't think he's going to attack ever. But
No, but it takes him out of the equation completely.
Takes
it's
the
just
worry of him out of the equation.
Exactly, it takes the worry out of him because he can't do any magic.
It's just that if we ever decide like to shoot him with the gems, would that dissipate the gems' powers? Is what I'm saying. If we decide to target Metatron.
If you decided to target Metatron with the gems and he was within there, you do not know what would happen. Because
it could cause an implosion. Like bend reality. So Metatron is a giant
because you don't entirely understand how the gems work.
At the moment, I'm just suggesting using that to like remove his immediate
That's the leitmotif of the entire campaign, right? The gems. We don't know how they work, but they work. Don't question them.
Don't question them, just trust that they work. They're like most things in life. But no, the suggestion is...
Gosh,
Danton,
sometimes I really do hate MacGuffins.
Yeah, that we zap Metatron with your anti-magic zoney thingy, and then if he wants to do anything, he's got to leave the zone. If we want to shoot at him, we have guns. We have anti-magic gun. We have various doohickeys. If we have to, we'll run up and punch him.
Heck, you're chock full of ways to hit him from the anti-magic field because you're running tons of tech.
Exactly. We've got lots of guns. We've got lots of firepower. You've got half a dozen different tricks with your field. You can burn his ass with flame tech. You've got plenty, but essentially it does remove him from being able to buff, debuff, or shoot magic back, should he decide to. So if he wants to do something, and if we know he's about to enter the fight, or do something tricky, he has to move first out of the field. Then we'll know he's up to something. There'll be like a warning card. You get my idea, get my perspective on this one.
Yeah, I do. It's just that I'm also...
I know you're worried that we're going to shoot him with a gem and we want to target him with the gems. At the moment, we're a bit more bothered with the gigantic 15-armed Goliath who's shooting the laser beams.
Yeah, well...
You're going to kill us a lot faster. You can't keep getting hit with 30-odd points of damage.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm worried that I might fuck everyone over if I do it.
Don't worry, we'll think around it.
Yeah, it's not going to be.
I'll just stick with the safe option. Just shoot God with the cryo blaster.
Fine.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay. 31, natural 20.
It's pretty good, but God is immune to criticals.
All right.
So, you are unable to penetrate his armor with your cryo blaster.
Fair enough.
Okay, safe option.
Okay, so I believe that brings us to Chloe.
Chloe and her 15 gems of power.
Yeah, I'm just going to use my 15 gem of power, but if it's an attack, I'm going to use it against Metatron because I'm a bit suspicious.
Okay, so
okay.
No.
So you channel all of the gems into a single point, and then shoot that energy at one target, which happens to be Metatron at this point.
Oh,
yes.
Useful.
So Metatron is utterly destroyed.
Yes.
Vaporized him. So you essentially just wasted a gigantic blast in one thing. It's going to be useful. Granted, that's funny as hell. We just vaporized him. Apparently, the Kami we just launched a Kamehameha.
Basically.
I was suspicious. Okay.
You two, unfortunately, get very suspicious.
That's awesome.
Lock up on your suspicions.
Oh, I love it.
I did wonder why Metatron didn't bother fighting Warren.
Metatron was a non-combatant.
Metatron couldn't fight.
Was a non-combatant.
Keyword was. Oh well.
Well, I thought it was going to be one of those things where basically Metatron was the real target. You know, like, and that.
He was pretty much. He was the equivalent of the voice of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. He makes an appearance to say a few lines and then he completely disappears. He was just there for that one moment, which was cut from the theatrical release, by the way.
Okay, so now it is time for
God's
wrath.
I guess he's not very happy about that.
No.
Okay.
Well, I thought it was a puppet thing.
Yes, I thought so too.
We all thought that. Anti-magic zone. If he was the puppet master, he'd have to leave the zone to do something.
Okay,
we all thought that was the case.
Yeah, I thought it was a case of him being the puppet master. Hence the magic zone. It's like a warning bell for him.
So realistically, the only one that really has any chance of avoiding this would be Frank by these rolls. So Frank, roll a defense roll.
Why can't I avoid?
Alright.
Trust me, he rolled really good on you.
Okay,
The
well,
only
I
reason
can
that
still
he
roll.
has a chance is because he rolled absolutely pitiful on that attack.
33, which is a. You did say defense, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, it was 33, which is 20 plus 13.
Okay, he actually manages to hit you. Miss you, I mean. That's what I meant to say. Everyone else is going to be hit
Can I use
for...
this time attempt to take a dodge?
Oh wait, God attacked, right.
Yes,
You're
dodge
not
attack.
going to be able to, unfortunately,
Not
because
even if I get a critical 20.
unfortunately, God is immune to criticals, including of your benefit as well.
Oh, that sucks. So
Yeah,
that means his attack has to be over 36.
yeah. Like I said, the only reason I even had Frank roll is
Okay,
because he rolled so badly that there was a legitimate chance Frank might, if he rolled really high, could have avoided it, and he got that lucky. So that's going to be another
31 damage.
31 damage. Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
I am not injured.
I'm injured.
You're injured by 1 point. Well,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
zero.
everyone's injured at this
Two.
point.
I'm
Actually,
zero.
It's 2 points now.
Wait, so God attacked. Did we throw the defense rolls?
no. He attacked for over 36 points. I have the highest attack defense score of the group.
Okay.
If I can't defend against it,
You
you lot,
basically gave to
unfortunately
the
have no
person that
chance.
really had a significant chance of defense.
Yeah, a
Uh,
guard game, so I was out of the loop for a second.
Alright. Essentially, he did really badly on Frank's roll, but he did good on our rolls.
Mhm.
I'm at 0 health, by the way. Just so
Technically,
everyone
Frank could
knows.
avoid it anyway by simply using a fate point.
Yeah,
Nope.
Frank
Wait.
definitely has the fate
Wait.
points. I guess.
He can
Back
fate
pocket.
point that out of the way.
Wait,
Nope.
you
Well,
can't
that-
be at 0 health. You're at 25 HP and you took
Yes, I know, but
30
you
That's
damage.
yes.
I have magical armor.
He takes
I
minus 6
Oh,
damage.
alright. I keep
Yes.
forgetting that.
Okay, so that brings it to your guys' turns again.
We're all hurt.
Well, I'm sorry about that. I thought that, you know, look, I just thought that would end the fight sooner because, you know, so
Go
essentially,
ended Metatron's fight sooner. I
Poor
mean, he was
Metatron
a
doesn't have a
non-combatant, but...
Oh, poor
Well,
bugger.
again, I thought he was the actual puppet master,
That's why I
essentially.
suggested the anti-magic field, because if he was the puppet master, he'd leave
Again, please do
I
not.
know, you're worried
you,
about
have, you guys have made your choice.
Yes, we'll move it.
It's
We'll move
time
on.
to move ahead with the battle.
Well, there's one thing less we need to worry about.
Yes, you definitely
What
don't
do you
have
want
to worry at all about Metatron.
The smoldering matter of war. I don't think we have to worry
no,
much
no,
about him.
he was worse than that, Demonox. He was disintegrated.
That's what I mean.
He was like
literally a
completely
smart-
vaporized. There's nothing left of him. Not even like a smolder on the ground.
I
that's
fucking
a
deserved it
round.
anyway.
That's how you kill Majin Buu.
Basically.
Okay, so. Gosh, I really screwed the pooch.
Who's getting
Well,
the gems this time?
well, you know, we can still try the free gems power.
Well, no, we can do the 15 still, I think.
I wanted
Right.
to use my gem for this turn.
Oh, that's right. He wanted to use it for his potential.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to take one more turn of charge, and I'm going to give you my gem to you so that we can try this again.
Alright, so
Okay.
Chloe's going a second chance at shooting him.
So, are you certain you want to be
What-
Chloe again? Again, you have no idea what anyone else's 15 gem ability does.
I was gonna say,
Hold
we
on.
all have.
Excuse me. May I try? Since I'm already charging the attack.
Okay.
Here's my suggestion. If Remy's this is a healer, if we give him the 15, maybe it's a super heal for everybody.
That is a point.
Maybe.
That's
It's
can't
a
really
theory.
take another. We can't really take another 31 hit.
Yeah. So let's try that. I say.
Yeah, let's give the healers. Let's give it to the healer. That way, if it's a good healer spell, and we all get our health back, fantastic.
And just
If
in
it's not-
case, I will use my healing beam on the weakest person. Well, the one with the lowest health.
That'd be Remy.
Would it? I thought it'd be Chloe.
No, I have
No,
0
Chloe's
health.
0.
Wait,
I have
what was...
mine.
Question,
Okay.
what was Chloe's 3 gem power?
I vaporized people.
No, that's
Pretty much.
The 3 gem power was a multi-target scatter shot, essentially.
Okay, because
Okay, I-
Remy's 3 gem power was the darkness ability, so maybe that 50 gem thing is just going to...
One of us has to
I
have a
did
healing
say
thing. Isn't that how
I
it
did
works?
tell you guys that some of your 15 gem powers are not necessarily attacks.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, then we can try that.
Okay,
We'll try
so
something on them, so that way, if it works, healing was good. The
Yeah.
attack, okay, but we'll just have to dodge and hope he rolls crap.
yeah,
I can't. I
Frank will,
can't. I
Frank will
really
dodge because he's
kind of-
used fate points. No!
I really-
I
I really would love to see everyone's super mega 15 power gem attack at this point.
That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
That's
that's
what
what I
I We'll
mean.
just rotate it around. If everyone gets 15 gems.
yeah.
And since you're running around like a loony, you can throw last, because then you can like go for a mega charge or something.
That's a great idea, unless
And, like some kind of gigantic mallet or something. Just
Unless
charge.
we all
That'll be-
die first.
that would be awesome. Okay, let's see how this goes. All right.
Okay, so I guess you're going with Remy being last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No Remy bullet.
So
But we-
who's going first? I guess we know what Manny's doing. Running all the time.
And passing his
Gotta
gems
go
over.
fast. Na,
Yes.
na, na, na.
Okay, so
Okay.
I guess the rest of the order really doesn't matter much.
Okay,
Well-
so I'm going. Okay, so I passed my gems to Remy first, and
Okay.
I'll also. Let me think now. I want to armor up somebody with my 2+ armor
Wait.
at least. So,
I like to think that I'm just throwing the gem at Remy while I'm still running. Yo,
Yeah.
catch! Da, 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 da.
okay,
Alright.
so I'm going to give armor to. I'll give the armor to Remy, I think. Yeah, so he gets
Okay.
+2 magical armor at least, so he
Uh-huh.
can at
Oh,
least
that's fine.
reduce the damage by 2 at least.
Okay, very good. So
Those are the most
Demona,
injured group. I will obviously give my gems to Remy, and invisibility didn't work at all.
No, you definitely were hit.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure I'm fairly confident that blindness and cripple are not going to work. I have a funny feeling that this guy is very good at status effect negation.
Why do you think I didn't try and use blind on him?
Yeah. I will use. I want to use bloody Man's Kiss, but he won't let me. I will use. I just have to go with Hidden Fist. It's my only
Okay,
attack
make an
spell.
attack roll.
It's the only attack spell I've got that actually works. I'm going with the rapier.
Okay.
20 on this one. 39.
Well, you actually managed to connect for a couple points.
Yay!
A couple
hit
of
one.
points.
I hit his arm. I break his manicure off one by one.
You got him right under the nail.
Okay. So Frank.
Right, I give my gems over to Remy, and
Lemmy is now cocked and ready to
Your
fire.
beam, I guess you're going to do.
can I basically spread my healing beam as a group, like heal?
No, it's a single target.
That would be cool.
Yes, that's why I asked.
That'd be nice.
Like a prism.
So who has the least amount of health right now?
If I've followed the stats correctly, Remy should have the lowest con of the group.
Remy is likely at the lowest health.
Minus 17 if I counted correctly.
Yep.
I have 0.
I have minus 14.
How much the previous attack did damage?
31.
31.
Yeah, okay, yeah, just saying.
Trust us, none of us but Chloe got damage reduction. Apart from, well, Frank has actually dodged it, technically. Dodge.
Frank
Yeah.
got lucky.
Yeah, I got lucky.
I know, I mean, you could use your fate points, you're like, nope, not having this.
I actually
Nope,
didn't
I
use the
deny
fate
your
point,
attack.
He didn't use a fate point that time.
That's what I mean. He could have used his fate point and so like gone, nope, denied, nope,
Yeah.
No.
Okay, what's
I-
next?
I would like to heal 2 people, but I guess I'm going to have to go with numbers. So I heal Remy with the
Okay.
beat.
Fate lets you jump in.
Yeah, you could technically use a fate point to get another action to heal someone else.
And this is the last fight. You don't have to worry
Remy,
about it.
you are healed for 27.
Nice.
Alright.
Back in the positives.
Alright, then I use another fate point to heal Chloe since she's the important one.
Thank you.
So that's going to be 26 healing, Chloe.
Okay,
Yay.
26. So I'm at 26 points. That means I can get back in the minuses at some point.
Yeah, you can. You'll be back to the 1. Actually, be back to 1 next turn. Yet again, unless we rip another arm off, in which case, fantastic. We'll hopefully have less damage from him.
Yeah.
Okay, so next is Remy, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so Remy.
Prime.
So you channel your energy through the 15 gems. A gentle light radiates from you and the gems, engulfing your entire group.
And then we will die.
Everyone's wounds.
Poison.
Everyone's wounds are fully healed.
Nice.
In addition,
Nice.
everyone's wounds will fully heal for the next. Where's my dice container? There.
It's regen.
Regeneration.
Okay, never mind then.
Oh
we
my
are marching
God.
boo.
Thank you. And
For
I
the
use
next
my
2 rounds.
Cool.
So,
Thanks.
this,
So we're back at full HP and we have regen activated essentially.
For 2 rounds.
Cool.
But that was it was a good call anyway. If it turned
Yeah.
out to be an attack, then those 2 would be part of the next attack.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I healed the 2 of them.
Well, Remy
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it is the deity's turn. Okay, here comes more beams of light.
You can avoid this, Frank. No,
I know.
can't be touched.
I could do the river dance out of the way.
Dum, 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 dum,
Okay,
dum.
so this time everyone's going to be hit.
Oh,
okay.
31.
Again.
Okay.
Back at
can
29.
Frank dodge it?
If
Is-
you really
No.
wanted to, but I mean, with regen every turn for the next 2
true.
rounds, it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 'cause
How
we got
much
beat.
does regen regens, so
all
to
of
speak?
you, all of it.
All of it.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
That
total
is so
heal.
cool.
For
This
two
is-
rounds.
Heal for 2 rounds.
This is
so
the best.
essentially, don't even bother
It only-
taking HP off.
It
Let's
only
just go
lasts
back.
I realized this boss is exactly like Cloud of Darkness in Final Fantasy III. It just spams at the same kind of heat wave attack.
How do you kill him? How do you gimp his ass?
And then you just have ninjas throw shurikens and swords at her and she just was destroyed.
Everyone throw shurikens.
When you, s-
We don't have shurikens.
I can make shurikens.
when you say Final Fantasy 3, do you mean Final Fantasy 3
No,
or 6?
Final Fantasy 3.
3.
Okay.
The original 3.
Because
Okay,
you
so-
mentioned Shuriken, I remember a ninja in 6.
Okay, so now it is back to
us.
your guys' rounds.
Okay, I'm going to go immediately just to keep running, still charging up and
Well,
throwing
you have
my
to
gem.
decide who's going to be using the gem ability this time.
I mean, we decided I'm going to
I-
go last in this rotation
Yeah.
because, you know,
Yeah, okay, so
Okay, we've had
Okay.
Frank, we've had Remy, we've had Chloe, so
no,
it's
you
just
have not had
No.
Frank use his.
Frank
Oh,
and
Frank.
and Manny are the only 2 left who have not. Oh wait,
and-
Frank and
Uh,
Demona.
uh,
Yeah,
uh,
Demona.
No.
Manny and Demona have not used it.
yes, but
Yeah.
Manny's going last, so it's really between Frank and Demona. Rock paper scissors.
I don't mind. Whatever.
Okay, and then I'll go last then.
Yeah,
and then
we'll
Frank
get
can have
them
his ult. Frank can try find out if he's got like the even bigger Giga version. His like shoulder cannons like become gigantic.
now he summons a giant
Pair of
Maku
giant
gun,
Gundam. Ooh, Gundam guns.
like
Satellite attack.
like in Madoka Magica.
Orbital strike him.
So who are we giving the gems to?
To Frank. Let's say
Okay.
Frank.
Okay, Frank's this time. I'll go
Okay,
next.
let's see how. Okay, let's see Frank then. In that case,
Okay.
I'm very curious.
Okay, so that means Manny's running. Chloe,
Running and
are you
throwing
running,
gems.
Buff someone.
I'm wondering about if I can fizzle God's magic.
I don't think
Yeah,
he'll let you.
I wouldn't wager highly on that.
He does have like multiple arms. You could
He
fire from
could.
different arms.
He could probably overwrite your fizzle. Probably.
True.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Give me +2 attack. I want to be able to attack him even harder.
Too bad I can't cause amnesia in God. That would.
Huh? Who am I? What am I doing here?
That's actually a D&D specific spell anyway, so you wouldn't be able to do it.
So that wouldn't work.
Whoa. I wonder how God like suddenly going, why am I here again? Oh my god, I'm missing out. When did that happen?
Okay, so in that case, because Ross is, you know, heavily dissuading me from using these, you know, more awesome ideas. I'm going to armor up somebody else. I'll give armor to Demona.
Okay.
So she has
I
+2
don't take 29 damage now.
Yeah,
Okay.
she'll take 29 damage.
Okay, so next up will be Demona.
Or
Or
Remy.
Remy. What do you want to do, Remy? Armor, anti-shock him with the bullets, or
Well, first
Oh, the
of
staff.
all,
Is
of
there any more
course,
points
that's
in it?
the gems to who is it, Frank? Right.
Yeah, Frank.
Okay. 3 questions about legendary weapon ability first. Does it only summon melee weapons? Or?
Does it only summon what? I'm sorry. Yes, it only summons melee weapons.
And how long does the weapon type summon last?
It lasts
Until you let
the
go of
end
them.
of the battle, or you drop it.
pretty much until you let go of the fucking thing, it stays put. It stays there.
So I can't use it for throwing.
You
No.
cannot use it for throwing.
Only Manny has the throw version of it.
Yes.
Hmm.
And that's his gem ability, no less.
Can I pass the legendary weapon to
You
another
cannot.
person?
No.
As soon as it
It will
leaves your
offense
hands,
allowed.
it ceases to exist.
Cut my hand and give it to Manny and he will do extra damage.
Tempting, but I don't think that would work that way.
Because we have the regenerate ability, so my hand will just grow back.
The hand that you've taken off will just simply will stop carrying magic in it. And it'll go poof.
Yeah.
It doesn't count as chopping your hand off. Plus fact, what are you going to chop your hand off with?
Your
You have to use
Remington?
your weapon to chop your hand off in the first place. But in the hell one.
So, I shall let you guys decide. I have 2 charges left on my Staff of Evocation. Should I strike God with Magic Missile, Ice Storm, or Fireball?
Let me check my list out, because I actually did keep the list of what's on that staff.
I have done. You've got Fireball, Magic Missile, Shatter, or Ice Storm. That's this wall you can
Remy,
charge
do
out with,
the
or Wall
Piccolo,
Force.
says Icy Pal.
That's all. Unfortunately, you've only got 2 charges left on it.
Yeah,
Ice Storm is a 2-point charge. Fireball's a 1-point charge.
yeah. I would wish that this staff could shatter God.
That would be hilarious.
But I know Ross probably wanted to work that way.
Well,
Well, it's possible it might work. I mean, you'd have to use it.
it is a 1-point spell.
He's got an object.
No, the shadow ability will not work. I'm sorry, I thought you were saying about the god actually taking damage. No, shadow is not going to work. He is not an
You
object.
can't break God with Shatter.
Does
Yes.
God's wings count as objects?
No, they do not. They count as part of his deific body.
Deific body.
They can't break God that way.
I can imagine.
We established that those wings are indeed diegetic, not extra diegetic.
My wings are terrific.
Great.
Since he's an angel, I would say fireball. Well, a divine being.
Fire does work on light types.
Yeah, it works on the angels anyway. Not sure about God. And not sure how big the fireball would be compared to him, to be honest.
Well, fireball only takes once or so. Can I grow its power to use 2 instead?
No, you'd have to use only 1 per round. So I guess you something to do next round, though.
Oh, so I can use this round to charge it.
What was that?
So I can use this round to charge it.
No.
No.
It has limited charges, so you only have like
So
a
it has
couple
2
left.
charges left, so you can either do an Ice Storm, which basically makes it useless afterwards, or you could do a Fireball and then do another Fireball the following round.
Yeah, let's go with the fireball option. I use
Okay,
fireball.
so
God.
God needs to make a Dexterity save.
Is
God
Fine.
In the name of
saves and takes
Titania,
half
I
damage.
shall destroy you!
Wait, Titania? You mean you're joining our religion now?
yep, fully indoctrinated now. He's full on our side because the other guys are not a dick.
I'm now convinced that God is an asshole.
Okay, so 2, 3.
Yeah, we kind of basically established that both Metatron and God deserve this.
I should have probably asked Metatron if Jesus is the Messiah.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Bit late, I'm afraid.
Not
You'll never know.
Metatron's dead.
Yeah, it kinda is. Okay, so
He got
That-
splat.
Okay, so he did take some damage from your fireball. Next is going to be
Demona, because she's the last one on the list.
Demona, okay?
And Demona gives the gems over
Frank.
to Frankie.
Okay.
And no, it might seem like really stupid and all that lot, but I'm going to summon a weapon, I think, because I want to boost my attack spells if I need to in the future.
Okay, so what
And if I'm
weapon
not
are
using
you
the gems,
summoning?
I can still boost it. So I use my legendary summoning thing. I'll just see if I can. Yeah, well,
Summon it.
for the thing of it, I'm going to summon. God, what's the hell that thing's called? Name now. The weapon in mind, and I now lost the name of it.
Frostmania or something, or
No, not Numia. Some
Frostling. Or, I forgot what it was.
Frosting Blade. I do. Oh, Danton, we discussed it. What we were discussing before. I said I was going to summon it next time because it was.
Oh god, I can't remember.
It was so long ago. Would you...
Hold on. I've got Danton on here. I remember saying it, asking him in chat.
Oh, it was a Soul Reaver weapon, wasn't it?
The Soul Reaver. Legacy of Kain's Soul Reaver Blade.
Okay. So, you are able to summon a replica of that weapon.
It's a nasty weapon.
Yeah, from Legacy Kane.
Again, the Soul Reaver.
Okay.
Reaver of Souls.
Would it be
Okay,
cool
so-
if you could manage to suck God's soul into it?
That's what I'm thinking. This thing is actually a devour souls. It devours life force of thing.
Okay, so now it is, Frank's turn.
Alright, so I try to use the gems.
Okay, so
Go for
with
it.
all 15 gems, they react with your pendant.
Oh!
Literally drawing it out of your body.
Well, that's something that's happening,
And
alright.
all the, it channels every bit of necromantic energy it has and, fires it at God.
Cool.
I'm just
Okay, so
imagining.
making attack roll.
Alright.
Wow.
Just imagining Francis now going like, "Bow, you insignificant fool!" 20. That's
Feel the
29.
wrath! Feel the wrath of atheism!
What was that?
29.
Okay, so you have shattered all of his arms.
Oh my god! I shattered all of them.
Yes.
Wow.
They only have 3 HP left.
Oh, come on! Really?
There's still his main body left.
Yeah, the main
Yeah,
body
his
hasn't been
main
crushed yet.
body is still there.
Okay. So that means if Demona can take out the rest of the... Well, no,
So
wait.
now
only
it
for
is
him.
God's turn.
Yeah, I'll have him
Just
next.
target the main body.
Okay, so
Yeah, we
first
really
things
are
first, you guys are healed to full by the effect of your regeneration.
Yes.
And now he is going to scream at you at the top of the top of his lungs.
Ow, ouch. That's gonna hurt.
Ah! Okay, so...
this does a variable amount of damage.
A variable, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
Okay.
So
that's
it's unavoidable. There's no way to avoid this here. It's literally a sonic attack that fills the entire room. There's no way to shield yourself from it.
I
If I-
imagine...
Not
If
even
I-
putting hands to our ears?
No.
Defy fate! Earplugs!
No. Okay, so that's going to be 38 damage to everyone.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not gonna bother writing it because we're gonna get healed next round anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we only heal.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah.
So I want to say something. Okay, unless God is defeated in this next turn, because Demona is going to do her ultimate attack,
Yeah.
I would like to ask you, all of you, and also whomever is in the chat, Icipal, I assume, to come up with suggestions for the ultimate range weapon I could use.
No, you don't know if it's going to manifest as a ranged weapon.
Yeah, the level 15 seems to be different from what everything else is.
Okay, fair enough. But just in case.
Just in case, though. No ultimate
Okay.
range weapon.
Suomi-konepistooli.
So
Maybe it's literally going to be the gates of Babylon.
So choose your order.
I'm last.
Okay, so
going-
I'm gonna
I'm
pass.
My
first.
turn.
I'm gonna.
Okay, so
I'm
we're
gonna.
running. Okay.
Yes, and passing gems to Demona, obviously.
Demona's being set up for an attack.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Chloe.
Okay, so obviously I'm giving my gems to Demona.
Okay.
Let me think really quick.
I love it's basically like you're doing like a Bushido position as with a cane sword.
Okay, I'm trying to think if
You
there's
mean sort
anything.
of like quick draw?
Yeah, like that's just on a sheath on the back, ready to draw on it. Draw it.
So what you gonna do, Devar?
Let me think now, because
Buff my attack. Let me give you more power so I can do more damage.
okay, combo breaker for you then.
Hey, I feel special.
You're
Wait,
such
does
a
this-
child.
Does this actually stack with my attack with a sword? Because this would be fantastic. I can
Yes,
use the
it
attack with a
most
sword.
likely would. Yes,
That's like with combined. That's like 25 attack.
It
yes.
does not.
Oh, well, if I use the sword anyway, it gets 25 anyway.
Well, no, I mean it does combine with your sword. I'm sorry, blah. What am I saying?
Yes. Okay. Okay, so who's next? That's not gone yet.
I'm still running. I'm still
Okay, so Frank.
I'm still throwing the gem.
Well, can I pass one of my weapons to Manny as he's running?
That would be very difficult considering he's at extremely long range at this point.
Well, you can try.
Yeah, he's very far away from you,
So I just
Danton.
picture like Frank like throwing the weapon like.
I'm going to say if he's
Catch!
more than
And then,
2
like, knocks
range
him out.
increments, which he is, you
Actually-
are not going to be able to do it.
You know, I like to think that I'm actually running circles, literally.
Well, first off, before I forget, I pass my gems to Demona.
Okay?
Weapon almost charged. 35% charge.
There's not a lot I can do that I think that would be effective against God.
Moon him.
Yeah, he's not Braveheart. God might just fire a light arrow to his backside.
To his dark side. Okay.
Divine bolt the ass. You could always say I deny all magic. That usually works. I deny all gods.
Don't think that's gonna work. What about? Could I summon Bertie here?
You could, yes.
Get the dragon.
You will not be able to act until your next turn, but yes, you can summon him.
They prepped you for another thing. Give me a Dragon Rider. But he was MVP in that demon fight. He really should be here for the final fight.
I'd be worried about that, considering it's God and a dragon are two different, vastly different
He
beings,
has,
essentially.
yeah, but he's got a lot of HP, and it would let Frank be airborne.
Yeah, Leonox, I would love to be positive about that, but Dragon versus God. Do the math.
His arms off.
Do
His arms off!
Do the math!
I'm not saying it's a great odds on his part.
You know what? I'm just gonna basically Emperor Palpatine him with electric gauntlets.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Palpatine God.
Unlimited power! Because I have broadband, bitch!
23, but I don't think it's hit him.
You connect, but you're unable to penetrate his armor with it.
Yeah, I sort of guessed.
Yeah. I'll have a shot, though.
Yeah, I wanted to basically be able to go unlimited power one last time.
Yes. Well, you can, but then it just has no effect. You're like, that kind of ruins it.
That's kind of nerf power.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Okay,
after the Giga Shoulder Cans and now Necromantic Balls, like, it doesn't really have the same feel anymore. It was epic.
Okay, so
Remy.
Remy.
Okay, about this Glip spell, which is...
It allows you to lie more readily. It's not going to be helpful in combat here.
Has no HP left.
Maybe I should say to God, look behind you, and be distracted for the next turn.
No.
No, I don't think he will fall for that.
I would love that.
Look behind you! A free-headed! Look behind you! A free-headed centaur!
A three-headed angel. Huh?
Fine, I passed one gem to...
Oh, gems.
My gems to Dimona, was it? Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah, Dimona.
And then use Fireball.
Okay, so God saves, so he takes half damage.
He actually made a dexterity roll?
Yes.
This is the second time he's made a dexterity roll.
I think he's fallen twice, actually.
No, I did say it last time.
Okay, so you managed to damage him slightly.
I got the picture now of the gigantic statue and like... the nimble. Da-da-da!
Okay, so
Good.
now,
My staff of evocation, you served well.
Yes.
okay, so now it is going to be Demona.
Yep.
Alright, Demona.
Okay.
Be awesome.
What's my thing then?
Okay, so you channel your energies through the 15 gems. Your penchant for sneakiness is engulfed by all allies, making them intangible.
Oh!
Ah!
Neat!
Whoa, so essentially I just made it so it can't be hit. We're no longer physical anymore.
Whoa!
Well,
You didn't this was more optimized for the first phase of the battle.
ah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
man.
at least we see what that movie is.
Okay, so you are all intangible for 1 round, which really doesn't mean much because of his particular attack pattern right now. I'm sorry, but I couldn't tell you.
That was, I mean, so if I had that the first round, we could have dodged stuff.
Yes. I did inform you that, I can't make you do the moves, but you notice how that could have been really helpful.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Yes.
I
Okay,
imagine my
so
ultimate
now
turn would be
it's-
useless.
Now is God's turn.
I'll waste of time. Sorry, guys.
It's alright.
okay.
You tried your
I mean,
best.
it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It is not your fault.
It's Ross's
on-
fault. Oh, everybody, let's gang on him.
Okay. So the god screams again. Oh wow, that's really kind of pathetic damage-wise. He only manages to do 15.
I actually forget. Do we actually get damaged this round now, or are we still getting healed?
This is the last regen. You had just received your last regen.
Right, so it's all or nothing with Manny.
This is damage that will stick.
Oh, this damage will stick now.
Okay,
Yes.
so 14, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was 15, actually.
so-
It was
so
still
only like
pretty
13 for us.
pathetic.
Oh, you take even less because you've got massive amounts of magic armor.
41, that comes to then.
Okay, so now it's your guys' turn. I guess it's time for the Manny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all aboard the Manny train. Choo choo.
Better make it a good one then.
Hopefully, I'm still running. Keep in mind,
Yep.
I'm going to get additional attack points for that charging that I'm doing. So
Well, guess what, Manny? I'm going first, giving you my gems, and I'll
Thank
also
you.
raise your.
I'm
raise
catching the gem while I'm still running.
and I'm also going to put up your attack rolls by 2 with my
Ooh,
combo
nice.
ranger.
Okay, so Icy Pal, what type of melee weapon should he summon? Should he want to do so?
Right, a melee weapon. Anyway,
Oh, it's not a range, it's a melee, you say.
No, it has more to do with melee than range, that's for sure.
Oh, it's going to be a really long one, isn't it? I actually have an idea of what I want to use, and it would be appropriate for Manny to
Okay.
bring it up.
let's
But
let's let everyone else have their turn so
Yeah.
we can
Can
know
I
what we're
destroy
doing.
God's wings next?
You really want to take God's wings out, don't you?
rip and
Yes.
tear!
Didn't we just destroy his arms?
Yes, all
Yes.
of his arms are gone.
Nah, speaking of wings, man is still wearing that headdress that he basically tore off the
He
angels.
is!
Yes.
Alright. So what are you going to do, Remy?
Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't really matter because we're going
So,
to...
gems to Manny, and then let's see.
Icy Pal says Gaebolg, Kuchalain Spear.
Okay, so
I don't know that one.
If you've seen
Harm
Fate Stay
spell.
Night, you know it.
Oh, Grant Harm spell.
Harm spell. Let's see what this does.
Okay, the harm is actually a melee spell.
Oh, okay. What's the distance between us and God?
You are at short distance. If you use one of your actions, you can go into melee.
But you've already used an action to basically give your gems to Manny.
So you would not
Now
be able
let's
to
just-
moving attack in the same round, but you could get in the position
Yeah,
for the
let-
next round.
I first see what Manny manages to do, but let's see. I guess I use armor penetrating bullet since I have nothing
Okay.
better to do.
Okay, make your attack roll.
$24.
You miss, unfortunately.
Okay, worth of a shot.
Sorry. Okay, so Demona doing anything?
Yeah, the man's giving the gems to Manny,
Okay.
Thank you.
and she's going to launch her attack with the Hidden Fist powered by the Soul by the Soul
Okay.
Weaver Blade. And my big boom, so
So make your attack roll.
good attack roll now. 37.
Okay, so you actually managed to barely connect for a couple points of damage.
Wow.
So next is going. I think that's everyone. Oh, Frank.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to basically be using the Gatling plasmas again.
After you give your gems
After
to
gems.
yes,
Manny.
after giving the gems to Manny, yes, of course.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what it means
make
to
your
go
attack
action.
roll.
Fire! You seemed so powerful before.
That's because they were empowered by the gems. 29.
You do not connect.
Aw.
He's got a really good defense.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so now it's time, Manny.
It's time.
It's time.
This is what you've been trying to do all game.
Yes, I know, right? maybe this will be the third time is the charm, I guess? Maybe against
So what
God?
are you going to do?
First of all, as you know, I have been charging up my attack by running laps
Yes.
around everybody like a doofus.
Yes.
And I'm going to try and activate the Wisping of Speed as I run very fast towards God. And I'm going to use my 15 gems to do who knows what with them.
Okay,
and
so you summon that, and
what does the, what does it allow me to do?
what it does is it increases your speed exponentially.
Oh my god.
Eventually.
Well, I thought it was going to summon a weapon, but in that case, I'm going. I think I'm going to summon. Can I summon a weapon?
You can.
I'm going to
I
summon.
will give you the ability to summon a weapon, so you get to summon one
I just
weapon
really
to hit
kind of-
God with. So
Okay,
think
I'm going to.
carefully. What weapon are you going to hit God with?
Okay, so I actually know what to use because you
Chainsaw
see.
God.
No. Here's the thing.
Aw.
Ever since the beginning, we tend to forget where all of our characters come from. You know,
I didn't.
I didn't.
No, I didn't.
Let me for the sake of this monologue, let me continue.
You hit bloody Lucifer with the pop-up pork sword.
Yes. Anyway, so Demona. Demona is a past as a serial killer. Chloe was a teacher at some point. Contract killer, serial killer. You kill people for different reasons. Frank is a detective, and Remy has been something too, but but Manny, if you recall, at the beginning of this campaign, he was a lifeguard.
Yes.
Yes.
He started off as a lifeguard. He didn't do much lifeguarding. He swam at some point. So I decided to bring all of this full circle. He's going to use the only weapon appropriate for a lifeguard like Manny to use to defeat God with. He's going to summon Jaws.
You're going to attack him with Jaws.
You're gonna attack him with a shark.
I'm going to attack God with Jaws. But not just any Jaws. Jaws 3! The biggest one! With horrible CGI and 3D technology.
Okay.
I'm going to attack God with Jaws 3! While running like a maniac like Sonic. And hopefully this will be the most awesome thing I've ever done in this campaign.
I don't know if Ross
Make your attack roll.
As funny as it is, I'm not
wait,
pretty
do
sure
I
that's
ha-
the best weapon
Do
to
I
use
have...
for.
how much do I get in attack
Oh,
roll?
I will tell you how much you get after you roll your attack roll as it was.
Okay.
Also, Ross, keep in mind he has a +2 from me on that
Yeah,
as well.
Okay.
Well, he just added a little, didn't he?
Well, yeah, true.
Okay. Okay. It's a natural 26, which is
Okay.
20
doesn't
plus
work.
6. I know it's immune to crit, but that's
Still, it's nice good, though.
Okay, so I'm going by the multipliers and bonuses accumulated by this ability, plus your momentum. You have dealt 260 damage to God.
holy shit!
He looks visibly injured.
I have dealt over 200 damage to God using Jaws and insane sonic speed.
Yeah,
This
he's
is the
visibly
best.
injured.
This is the best. This is the
You have
best
dealt
thing
a
I've ever done with
sizable
this
chunk
guy.
to his hit point total.
This is the best thing I've ever done with this character. This was all
And-
worth it.
Frank,
so
That's
happy.
so awesome. I'm not going to throw.
You see that he does not seem to be able to defend himself from any type of melee attacks at this point.
Good point. He has no thing, so everyone go up and punch the shit out of him.
I just took a gigantic
Wait.
chunk of God using jaws.
Yes.
Manny,
Yes.
I'm sorry. This
Manny.
is a nice story to tell. Yes?
fist bump.
Fist bump with the shark! Shark bump!
I don't think that shark's in good condition
my
anymore.
arm.
I'm actually not. You know what? I'm actually high-fiving you using fin.
Fair enough.
I think.
Okay, so
Next time I'll do a Sharknado.
Okay, so what are you guys doing now?
This was the most metal.
Let's
Well, no,
Yeah.
actually, it is enemy's turn. So
Yeah.
we'll God screams again.
Well, no wonder.
25 damage.
Okay, so let's see. That's...
This doesn't heal automatically. This is like just stays there now.
Mhm.
Okay, so what did you say was again was Ross?
25 damage.
25?
Yes.
25.
Okay, 25.
I have 22 HP
Oh,
now.
same number as me then.
Wait, so the previous attacks regenerated?
No.
Yes. Well, I
No.
thought they did, didn't they?
No.
No, that was the last time.
The last 15 stuck.
Yeah,
Alright.
a regen ran out.
Okay, 7.
I
Okay,
got
so
12.
you need to decide what you guys want to do.
Okay,
Okay,
so,
I'm going to put it out right now. It's pretty useless giving them one of the gems.
right, so it's either going to be me or we just let Manny do it again, but summon
You
But
said
something.
that you
he had
took the
to
right
charge
time.
up for a number of rounds to do that.
Yeah,
I
Ah,
think
some
right.
people live longer for that.
we
That
either
was awesome.
we either give them to Remy again to heal for the region, or we just give them to Chloe and hope that her.
I think we should just clubber God to Goth using our gems individually at this point.
I don't know. Chloe does have like the ultimate Kamehameha wave thingy going for her, and she
Yeah.
like vaporized the Metatron.
Yeah,
But
You
you,
know,
don't know
I'm-
what Metatron's HP total was.
yes.
Yeah, don't really matter. It got vaporized. It was low.
I think we can survive one more attack at least. I think we can.
Yeah, and
I
if
don't-
he's weak to melee, then we can. Those of us who can get close enough quickly can. Well, actually, Madhog, Manny
Madhog
should be
is
close.
already in melee.
He's in melee, so he can hit
With a
himself.
shark!
Maybe if now that God is injured, he's reserved some kind of super mega ultra attack.
Well, let's see what happens because, we should
Yeah,
Okay.
Chloe's biggest thing is the fact that she is high. She's pretty. No offense, Devar, but your character is pretty much useless in melee.
Yes, it is. Hence why I was thinking I
I will
should get the
damage you for all
gems.
of 10 points.
I think I should get the that's why I think I should get 15 gems and see how much damage I do against God because I did use it on Metatron instead.
Okay.
It will essentially allow her to use her big ultimate attack, which is the big.
Okay, well, I'm going to heal somebody on my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll also heal somebody as well.
So is there a consensus that you're giving them the Chloe?
Yeah, and we're going. I'm going to dash in forward for melee combat.
Okay. So
I've
you're
got a really
close.
nice sword,
melee.
like
Mandy
green
is
sword.
already in melee.
Yeah, Manny,
Many?
Yeah.
Yeah?
you're already in
Already.
melee.
Oh, yes. And I
You
remind
can
you, I
smack
still
it.
have the shark.
You can attack it. You can try to slap God again.
Ah, I'm using the shark to bite him.
Well, you are holding the shark.
Yes, it's a
then bite
legendary
you.
weapon. The shark is a legendary weapon.
Yeah.
Well, if the story didn't jump the shark already, Manny just did it.
Okay, make your attack roll, Manny.
Okay. So, by the way, since it's Master of the Weapon verse, hold on, let me just add a few attack points that I didn't add last time.
You have 11.
Yes, I didn't have those last time when I
No.
did the 200 plus damage. Okay. And plus 16 strength. Okay, I'm ready to roll now. Attack 11. Roll. 22.
Okay, so you do a little chunk of damage to God.
Literally took a chunk.
Okay, so Demona went to melee. Chloe is preparing. Frank, what are you doing?
Who has... everyone's HP. What is everyone's HP?
Okay, I'm at... Let me see here. 22 myself. What HP is everyone else at?
I'm at 12.
5.
He's at 5.
I'm at 7. What about you, Manny?
Should be still in the high 20s.
Madhog?
Yes.
What's your HP?
Oh, 10.
Right, I guess I'm healing Remy again, since he's the lowest.
He does get injured easily.
He's a frail
That's
boy.
24 healing.
Also, I passed the gems to Chloe.
Yeah.
You are aware that you still have all of those fate
Points.
Yes.
In case of an emergency.
In case of an emergency, or you could even use it to take actions like closing distance and attacking him if you really wanted to.
Good point. You can actually run up. You can jump. Unlike the rest of us, you can actually jump in at any point to get close and start punching him.
You know what? Alright, just for fun, I will use 2 fate points to get in close with him, and then use the flame chainsword on him.
Yeah.
Okay, God was ripped up.
Woohoo!
He
What?
is
So I
dead.
don't need to... So I don't... What?
He's
I don't
dead.
need to...
No!
Killed him.
You killed that! You killed God!
Oh, so I just basically
Whoa.
just jump at him and just slash right through him with the spear,
Yes.
set him on fire.
Look, the atheist has killed God.
Oh my god! I killed Lucifer and God!
That's the greatest
You're the
day
God
in
killer.
any atheist life. I have
Oh
to say.
wow!
Wow.
So, okay, I think this was a pretty cool final boss. Each and every one of us has had the chance to do something awesome. Some might be more awesome than others, but overall this was fun for everyone. That's what matters, right?
The shark is gonna have to. It doesn't. Unfortunately for me, it doesn't really top Frank's like ultra giga beam thingy he wants from the amulet.
Well,
Yeah.
It
Also,
sounds
Toy
cooler,
arms up.
though.
also,
this is
also,
The
I-
shark sounds cooler, though.
And
also,
he vaporized someone.
I just realized just now, Ross, the chainsaw against God.
You had guessed it. I'm surprised you
Yeah.
got it. I mean, to be fair, it was an Easter egg in the fight, but you couldn't have used it in the first phase. You guys were
No,
pretty
yeah.
smart by not trying to close in the melee when he had all those arms.
Well, yeah, he had like 16 blinking arms. And look,
No, he had
running
32 blinking arms.
32.
Yeah, well, 16
16
pairs of
pairs.
16s. 16 pairs.
Right.
So
16
32 arms.
pairs.
We'd run, if Madhog had gone into like
And
melee
if you
at that
close
point,
melee with
pummeled.
him, you would have gotten all 32 of those arms and be pushed back to long range.
Hang on, are you saying that basically a chainsaw could have killed him one hit?
Once the arms were down.
As long as you got to the second phase of the fight, yup.
Could have ended it like well before
Any
even Madhog's turn.
chainsaw would have done it.
So Manny could have summoned a chainsaw and ended it there.
Yup.
Well, but you know what? I'm glad I did. You know, I used the chainsaw 2 times already, so I want to target. I'm glad I used the shark instead. It was a nice, cool image. I mean,
Yes, it was a nice, cool, fun image.
and
this
you
is
still
going to
use
be-
the chainsaw, and you still use a flaming chainsaw, again, which is a pretty metal image overall. So,
Yes.
What are you about to
This
say,
was-
Matty?
well, this is going to be difficult to explain to my parents.
I mean-
Noda turns around and goes like, explain that you destroyed a usurper and restored the real god to his position.
yeah, it's the God Enner arc in One Piece. Make them read
Make
that.
it- Make that
Stand
turn
and
out to
deliver.
the usurper.
Stand and deliver, or the devil he may take, yeah?
Or Mab in this case.
Okay,
Yeah,
they say,
Mav's
okay,
actually in charge
wait,
now.
wait, I have a one-liner. God forgives. Well, not anymore.
So Chloe just looks at what has happened and basically goes over to Warren's body to basically check on him. He's out.
revive him.
Still dead.
Well,
can
I can revive him later.
Can you?
Wait,
Ooh.
can I? Can I? I mean, wait. Surely he's a true believer of Titania. I mean, he worked with her.
He's a fairy. Wait, are you saying he can't be revived?
I'm saying you haven't tried.
Revive him. Try it.
As well,
But
I'm
you
going
can't do it here.
Well, yeah,
Alright,
we can't
go
do
outside
it
and
here.
revive him.
So
Oh,
okay,
no.
so let's take Warren's body with us.
Okay, so you...
What happens? Does anything happen in the room?
Nope, everything is dead silent.
I think we should get out of here before the rest of the angels come back and find out what we did.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
Not that they would be a problem.
I don't know, 50 or 60 angels attacking us could kill us rather
they
quickly.
are free from God's will now.
I mean, we obliterated Metatron and vaporized him. And
Well, I'm sure Metatron would have had something witty to say, but he's dead.
He could have told us what was actually going to happen now that they've brain
Okay,
idol
well,
angels
let's just
went
get
bye-bye.
out of this realm and think about the weight of what we just did later.
Yeah, let's just
Okay.
get out of here now
Let's just
quickly
get out.
before
So
somebody
you
freaking comes along and kills us.
You arrive back in Alfheim
yeah,
after
So-
finding a means out.
that's
I
good,
know
though.
Danting actually had something prepared for this.
What?
You
An
had a
epilogue.
speech prepared.
Oh, that was for before hell, really.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that you were going
That
to
was
do
a hell
that
speech.
afterwards.
No,
I
I shared that with you because because it was an interest of mine, basically talking to an army, but I didn't really feel Frank should be doing it.
I don't think I'll give him a speech right. And now,
Okay,
folks, will
so
fight hell and... Oh, wait, well, we've done that.
so anyway, you all arrive back. The your army is already back on the material plane, looking well. I mean,
Worse for wear.
they're worse
I don't-
for wear, but it seems at least a good portion of them survived.
Oh, God, how many we lose?
I
You
don't
don't
think
exactly
we can count.
have a head count yet.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
So
You
there's no,
literally
like-
sent millions in there, so
This is to be expected, you know that Demon Dog's in a war.
I know, that's like... Those just like... We seem to
So-
have a lot less fairies than when we started.
They
so-
died for a good cause.
So not only the soldiers, but the
got
regular
a lot of work
residents
to
of
do.
Alfheim look at your group,
got
wanting
a lot
to
of work to
know
do.
what transpired.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, so we have good news and bad news.
Good news is, Chloe's going to tell you what's happening next. Go for it. You're the Pope.
The man claiming to be Lucifer and the strange and the false god who claimed himself to be Jehovah have fallen.
War is won. Freedom is ours.
Yes.
They just
know-
kind of look at everyone like in shock.
You know, I always complain in JRPGs when you get to fight literally God at the end.
And
Literal
then,
than this.
and then shortly after, a celebration erupts.
Hooray! God is dead! Hooray! Post-ism!
I think Chloe may have just mentioned like 3 and the usurper's gone.
Yes. I did say the man who claims to be Jehovah, essentially, as in a
Mhm.
usurper.
The entity or thing, I'm not even sure if it could be considered a man.
No, he was an alien.
Da 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 da.
Da
Go back into
da
your closet, Mulder.
da da.
This is when basically suddenly a Stargate program suddenly appears because Apophis.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the-
What? But
so-
a question remains though. Why would
what?
God need a spaceship?
That's Star Trek.
Anyway,
I
So
know.
the entire city of Alfheim is in jubilation over your victory.
Yay!
Ding
Well, at
dong,
least
the
as
evil
far as
God
they
is
know.
dead.
That means that there's no more threats to the way of life or well-being.
Yeah. Essentially, right now the current enemy's been defeated. Let's hope we haven't pissed off the rest of the Pantheon.
Also, you see a fairly large group of really sickly-looking fairies, huddled in the corner, confused and afraid.
Yeah, okay,
We're going to have
so...
to put them through social counselling.
No, we don't need to do that. I cast calms people spell.
Calm them! No, I command you!
Actually, no,
So
wait.
they are calm, but they still seem to have no idea what's going on. It's
Okay.
like,
Well, we just saved them from hell, so...
Yeah, I know. I'm still thinking how to help them other than this,
Unfortunately, this sort of thing is going to take a long time to actually recover from.
This is a sad thing that basically this is like trauma they have to get over.
Alfheim needs to hire some trauma therapists or something.
Do we actually have one?
I think we should.
what
And
was
so
the
there's
question
like the
again?
group that tell you around looking around like, do we actually have a trauma center? That's a good
You do
question.
not.
Do we have one?
Yeah,
Everyone
we
built
do.
the trauma center.
Nobody built it. We only had a radio station.
We
Don't
need
even have a
to fix
hospital
that.
The hospital was out of town.
We need to build a flipping hospital and a psych ward.
Okay, so
All right, people,
So-
back to work.
Can anyone heal them of their dark...
affliction.
Revy's
It-
here. Fine.
I'm coming.
Yeah, so
Well, you
Clo-
try to use all of your healing spells, but the level of mutilation and corruption is well beyond what you're capable of healing.
so Alexio, can you help us out here?
She could do it. They've been sat down in hell for generation upon generation.
The only one that could do it is dead. That was Kelly.
Yeah, she had the
Yeah.
ultra high level heal spells.
Yeah.
But she wasn't a team player, so fuck her.
I think you got some
Well,
studying
that's-
to do.
That's very nice.
Yes.
Okay, so what else could I do then, other than just comfort them in their time of need and say, you need not be afraid.
Rolling intelligence
Involve
check.
titanium.
Oh, hold on. Roll an intelligence check, Ross says.
Okay, yes, I did. I've heard. Okay,
You're obviously
but-
going to fail it.
70.
70. Yep, that sounds about right. You could, being a popingal, you could pray for a miracle.
Oh.
Okay, let's Deus Ex Machina this.
No, that would be to kill the other guy.
Deus Ex Machina prayer.
Oh. Hey.
Why you sound like a robot
Hey.
then? Like, Deus Ex Machina prayer activated.
Okay.
Time to activate prayer mode.
Activate prayer
Prayer mode has broken.
Oh, God.
Praying
So-
posture has been asserted.
So robotic. Okay.
Read
So,
I need the both extra brain processing.
So, you just, see the group, engulfed.
Alright, saddle up. Let's do this shit.
Oh, crap. Hold on. Something awesome just happened.
Wait, what?
What?
I think I just got I either got a follow or a donation. I can't tell what it was.
Icy Pal congratulating us for our victory. Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks, Icy Pal.
Right, dude.
I can't read what it was.
To the gates of hell, as we make our way to heaven through demon
Oh,
eyes.
no, it was a
Fine.
donation, alright.
Viva the Alfheim.
So, yeah, let's see how much, Icy Pal has donated. Okay,
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much, Icy Pal. That's another $50.
Oh, wow.
You're a cool dude.
That's
Dum,
really
Yeah,
helpful.
you're awesome.
Thank you so much.
Primo
Yay.
Victoria.
Okay, so, while I'm adjusting this on here, so a warm light engulfs the group of fairies, and they disappear into the heavens.
Oh, I guess they all
that
died
was-
then. Okay.
No, they did not die.
Well, that was not quite what we were expecting to happen.
Nah. But
Yeah.
at least they're being looked after.
And Titania does communicate with Chloe, saying, the healing is going to take some time, and I will need to perform it in my realm. They will return to the material plane sooner or later.
Of course. Thanks, Titania. Hey. Space rocks fall. Everyone died. The end. Icy pals. Okay. So
Okay.
I think my next order of business should be to try and see if I can resurrect Warren. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be sad if he's dead for the rest of dead at the end of the campaign.
You decide, for the sake of
Friendship.
not only for friendship, but for the most appropriate location to do so, you go into a certain familiar blue room.
Excellent. He left us the keys.
yeah,
I
they're
don't
under the
think
plant.
that place was ever locked up to begin with.
Nope. As you,
That's a bit sketchy,
as
isn't
the party disappears into the blue room, the rest of Alfheim continues the celebration. The future secured due to your efforts. Whether or not they can
Comprehend.
whether or not they can retrieve their companion, however, is the story for another day.
And that is a story for another tale.
Hang on, I thought this was the last
A
session.
weary, yes,
This is
a
the
weary,
last session. of
and
Beachside.
Chloe rested on the floor. No. But that
Wait,
is a
so
tale for another
Oh,
time.
so this
So
camp-
you're going to end the freaking final session of this
Conan the
year-long and a
Barbarian
half
style.
campaign with that goddamn cliffhanger?
Yes,
Conan the Barbarian
because
style.
surprisingly, that is basically how almost every module in existence is written.
I don't care! I
my
want
God.
catharsis! I want catharsis, damn it!
I don't get it. Does that mean we're not doing another session then?
That basically Beachside is over. The campaign Beachside is complete. That
Yes.
This is basically a potential plot hook that you could use to continue the story if you all wish to at some later point.
Oh!
Yeah, all D&D
Yeah,
campaigns
I
are
know.
written, all written so they can be continued if they desire. Or
Exactly.
used as reference material for another campaign.
I see-
Basically,
I-
almost
I-
every campaign is written in such a way that could flow naturally into another adventure.
I understand why they would do this, but on the other hand, there is never truly a catharsis. There is never truly a complete, satisfying resolution.
You have,
Oh.
but you have to understand the entire purpose of Beachside is a beginner's role-playing game.
So,
So
things can
you're leaving us all in limbo in the blue room.
really.
Yes.
That's
Oh, well.
terrible.
Oh well, I'm going to
The
end on
adventure
a-
ends where it began.
It technically began at the amusement park, but I see. I get what you.
Yes, I get what you mean too, but
Yeah.
still.
On the Clyde.
I kind of actually saw that coming.
Well, I was kind of hoping that wouldn't be the case because I had plans. I mean, I had.
I thought we all had epilogues to do.
Oh, you can have epilogues for your characters. Remember, the Yumeverse still exists.
Well,
Yeah, that's still
well-
a thing.
well, I'm going to ask one question of one person in this room.
No,
God.
Chloe, no, Chloe, that's never going to happen.
since a certain someone's still a fairy, Remy, would you like to bear Chloe's children?
What? What? What the hell?
I think we have missed some steps.
I have more steps planned, but I'm decided to ask you.
Let's try the speedball this one. Oh my!
Well, Ross started it, I suppose. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah, okay, Manny looks at all of you and says, screw you guys, I'm going back to life campaigning. and he leaves the campaign forever. There you go. He brings Jaws with him.
I will say this though, Marty. I had a more interesting scene in place where basically Chloe would check on Remy's faith and see if he's got renewed faith or not.
Because he just like willingly went and butchered and attacked God Hell Forever. I don't think that's going to be quite a problem.
Yeah. Remy already has done that. He doesn't hide his fear, how he looks anymore. He doesn't use the spell to look like human. Just uses his true form from now on.
I kind of have to keep myself looking human, or
this Remy's character became some kind of bizarre coming out story.
Yes, it is.
By the way, Ross, you said the amulet left my chest. Does that mean that the amulet is out of me now, or is it just gone back in?
The amulet is outside of your chest, however, you still possess it.
Oh, alright, good.
Okay, so because as I was about to say, there was once, depending on how that went, that conversation, I had this line to Remy where basically I said, if you really need a god and you to basically believe in your faith, then let me be your god.
That's
God. You're the Pope.
We are dangerously approaching Monster Girl Quest territory here.
No.
I'm just saying.
That's why I thought, say a terrible line like that just to start a,
Sure,
something.
I mean, this campaign ends on a non-climax. Might as well.
Oh my god, listen, you have to understand I'm doing this with the intending of an introductory role-playing game.
It doesn't mean we cannot have a proper ending.
That's how modules are written!
I don't care!
That's what you aim for if you're playing any role-playing game module.
I'm playing your game, not any role-playing game, damn it!
I understand the idea that we could use these elements in our own Team Yume campaigns, but the only experience I've had with this kind of role-playing shows was the Critical Role, and they did have a proper closure for their campaign, although that campaign lasted for 5 years or something.
I think after 5 years it deserved unless we want to do Beachside for another 4 years.
No, we're not doing 4 years worth of Beachside.
That would be kind of crazy.
Especially considering we ran out of guys to kill, so we everyone just turns up for a week like,
okay.
Hello, how are you doing? Yep, how are you doing? Alright, that's last week's game. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Okay, because I mean, I'm gonna say, I would personally say this. We'll say whatever epilogues we have if you want, but I don't know if we'll be able to say it.
Well, here's the thing. You can work them into any Yumeverse projects that you want. So, essentially, you could have a Yumeverse thing that is set in the world of Alfheim and have absolutely nothing to do with them, but the events of what happened be very public.
Yeah. Well,
now, a bunch of fairies... I mean, imagine this, a bunch of fairies killed God. How would people react to that?
Yeah, you have a very good point there. How would people react to that?
Well,
roll the dice.
Well, to be honest, I did say usurper of godhood, so it's not exactly we killed God.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Maybe the real God is hiding somewhere.
No, we're not turning this into freaking Preacher. I swear to God.
Wait. God was inside us all along.
Oh my God. Boo.
I listen.
Oh, wait, you mean to tell me we had to kill ourselves? Okay, mass suicide.
Okay, so, rapes aside, I think I have prepared the players of Beachside for the experience of playing in more or less almost any kind of published role-playing game out there. Sure, the mechanics of the game may not be exactly the same, but they understand the mindset of what common scenarios would be going in. So you could play anything from Shadowrun to Call of Cthulhu to standard D&D through the elements that I have laid out throughout this campaign. That's why Beachside was intended to be a player's first campaign, and the storyline is supposed to be very video game-esque while having elements of standard role-playing game modules built in as well. The video game-esque structure, especially in the climax and the opening sections, was to give a sense of familiarity of structure to those that are used to pen and paper, from those that have never played a pen and paper RPG but have played tons of computer or video game ones.
Yeah.
So
I had
most of the decisions made in here, even if you disagree with them from a storytelling decision, were made with the intention of teaching the players how to play role-playing games.
Yeah, I get that.
Well, I was expecting, at least a resolution to Warren's part.
Yeah, find out if he's alive or not.
What is Warren even here for?
I know, he's a plot linchpin.
We might as well call him MacGuffin.
He's always been a plot linchpin.
That's not how MacGuffins work. We don't have to go on a sprawling journey to find you.
Okay, but this is what I said. He's a plot linchpin. That's pretty much what.
That's what he has always been, and that's what he continues to be.
Plus, the fact when you think about it, if he hadn't gotten weakened him first, I think he'd have been a little more healthier, more ready to kick our asses.
Yeah.
Yes. You saw how much damage he was putting out when weakened.
Yes. So that was something to keep in
fully
mind.
healed God would have been absolutely asses.
So, okay, so...
Final questions and comments about Beachside from my players.
Does the Demonus Shadow Guild take over the world?
Okay.
That remains to be seen.
Okay, so back in, I believe it was March of 2016, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
When I innocently approached Ross and said to him, "Hey, how about we play a D&D game? I'm curious to try that out." I was not expecting we would embark in such an ridiculous, never-ending journey that brought us...
He's going to be God now.
Pretty much. And now it's over. It's finally over. It feels like a curse has been lifted.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
No, it had its moments, but again, when something like this goes on for far too long, it inevitably becomes, if not stale, at least a bit of a dreading burden.
Tell that to One Piece.
In other words,
yes,
Madhog. In other words, Madhog just felt like as if it was overstaying its welcome on him.
Also, I'm very
essentially
disappointed by the fact that we don't have a resolution to all this, because you just leave on a cliffhanger.
Again, it's like what I said. Why don't we just make our own epilogues and we just say, discuss each other's endings essentially, and then we just finalize our own endings, our own mind essentially.
We can use these characters as an NPCs for the next campaigns.
I believe that was suggested at some point, but yes, I would love to play more different campaigns with newly rolled characters for crying out loud.
No, you don't have to play as these characters ever again, but you can utilize them in your stories.
Yes, that's the. I do understand that. That's the point.
So
By the way, Ross, what happened to Solomon?
Solomon is enjoying his gig as a used car salesman in Boston. His experience in Alfheim has increased his ability to talk to people, especially with all the diplomacy he did towards for the church. So he's actually being
80% off.
He's being far more successful in his used car dealings than he was previously, and he is financially very well off at the moment.
The reason he left Boston was though because he pissed off a mob.
Yes, well,
You talked him out of it.
Yeah, well, hold on. Here's the thing, okay? That mob no longer exists.
Reality shifts.
It became the fairy mob.
The mafia.
It became the mafia.
That's what all of you is.
Yeah, but essentially,
does not sound good.
But what Ross is essentially saying is because when we sat, Solomon was with us when we gave in at least 2 of the gems. So the reality where those mobs existed are not there anymore.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I think we did something terrible to this planet overall.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that is a lingering plot thread that you can use because, yeah, you guys have savagely altered reality.
Yes, we did not even think twice about it.
You've made a patchwork quilt of about 100 different worlds, so, good luck with that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say my final comments, and my final comments on this whole thing is that when I first started this, I was unsure about what I would be doing with this entire campaign. I thought I could just sit back and just be backup and just throw an idea out there, but then to see how this campaign has grown on each of us, some more than others, I think, a lot of us have changed in our thought processes of how we experience this campaign, as well as how we think of D&D. And the way I basically see D&D for us at this table is that we would be basically aiming to be better or be, something unique compared to other campaigns in that regard. But again, this is an introduction to D&D in general for beginner players. This is actually a pretty good one. I mean, again, I know I did harp on several times at several points, but that was because of reasonings of basically off-camera politics and as well as my mindset of basically reviewing things like this for balance sake, as well as but I only did all that just because, I actually loved this entire campaign. I figured it brought us closer together as friends, and we understood each other a bit more.
Well, there was a couple of times in which we grew apart instead, but
yeah, but doesn't that make us stronger as friends? That basically that we that even though we have those moments, that we still come back together and we.
Damn it! You're right. I just cracked the code. We were unwittingly part of a battle shonen anime. Damn you, Ross! How could you?
Nakama.
This is Anter per Anter. Damn it!
I would like to say that I pretty much have a unique perspective because I started out pretty much as a fan. I was watching it for a very long time, and I enjoyed the world that Ross built, or worlds in this case, because it's more than one world put together. And I enjoyed I enjoyed some of the antics that were going on in the first half, and I saw a lot of potential in like character interactions and whatnot. But then when I joined it and I was hoping to like bring something new to the table, I was disappointed in the long run because I came with a lot of hope, but it turned out all right in the end overall.
Yeah.
Well,
I do apologize for this. Essentially, you did come in at a difficult time.
Yeah, because originally I made Frank as like a fan appreciation sort of thing too, because it inspired me, your story, to make a puzzle game character based around this world.
Mm-hmm.
And I also had an epilogue as well written out, but...
Well, you can still use that. I mean, I don't think I've done anything that would destroy it. You guys can use your characters however you see fit.
Yeah.
Like, it can be canon with Beachside. I left the door open for you guys to basically do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you about to say?
No, you continue what you about to say, because I button you.
Well, I was just going to say that it just pretty much is that Frank was going to have a fond farewell to everyone and then just leave with a fairy dragon, picking up the car and going off into the sunset.
Sure, you can totally do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, do you want to go on a year-long on a car, coast to coast?
Yeah, so it was just basically just to adventure around and whatnot, and it was set up basically kind of like a sequel of events.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Isabel is asking what happened to Alexia, Lucas, and that boy toy of the other two.
Duncan.
Donkey!
That remains to be seen. Last time that you saw them, Alexio and Lucas were on the run.
Eating McDonald's.
And
that is up
McFlurries
to
do
the
not
next
exist.
person that decides to write in Beachside. Or use Alfheim, essentially.
Yeah.
But there was something else that I had an idea about, and it was just basically to extend the world for Ross.
You can talk to him about that off camera, essentially.
I will do.
But, okay, does anyone else want to say anything before?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it has been a alright time. Well, I didn't have that rough of an experience because I was taking a break for long periods of time.
You're also the only person to roll up 3 separate characters.
Yes, that's...
3 times the charm.
I can't believe you had 3 characters and I was stuck with Manny from the beginning.
Yeah. Although I did it sometimes.
That summarizes it.
He's so choked up.
I did sometimes feel that Ross used cheap tactics when DMing, and it kind of made me lose my trust to him as a fair judge, but part of this beginner's first D&D campaign, maybe it was on purpose to show that sometimes the DMs can be free creatures who want
As in 90% of the time.
The other thing is sometimes modules can be written that way, too.
Yeah. Anyone else wants to say anything, or can we...
I would like
yes,
for
I'm
us...
not perfect at game balance because everything was basically on the fly, game balance wise.
Yeah.
Remember, this is all created at least system wise by me. So balancing the monsters and the encounters and the challenges can be difficult in that regard.
Yes, I can understand that because I had the opposite problem with One Night of Fantasy with you, lol, because in my experience, I made the enemies either too weak or the dice rolls didn't want me to have them come out strong.
I had much fun with that campaign and that system, I have to say. I'd like to try that again. Maybe man! Or a new character entirely.
Slimass is from Energy Core Power Campaign.
Slime Man knows no dimensional bounds. He can be anywhere.
Okay, so this is going to be a thing where Fetus Taster has to meet Slime Man.
Oh my god, the universe... Okay, I would like it finding these two meet, actually a the universe explodes. A universe explodes. so the main characters have to prevent these two from meeting because it's like
But
the perfect combination of suck.
But
Frank.
nobody knows.
Frank has to be there to witness it.
Yes, that makes sense for him to be there. Anyway. Okay. So before we all actually switch off, so to speak, and I would like for us to do one final roll of the dice, one final d20.
Yeah.
And whomever gets the highest number does the final greetings and the goodbyes.
Well,
Right.
Okay.
Well, I did have some last words to say, but
oh
Yeah,
no,
go ahead.
Danton, go ahead.
No, by all means, say it. And
Well,
then we do that.
I was going to wait, but all right. One more thing. May you all be poor in misfortune, rich in blessings, slow to make enemies, and quick to make friends. But rich or poor, quick or slow, may each of you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. That was going to be to you all at the end of the campaign from Frank.
Hmm.
Wow, thank you, Frank.
Can
That
you
was
look like
very
a Christmas
nice.
thing in there?
What?
Yes,
and,
Christmas time.
and before we roll up, whose campaign is going to be we start with next?
We are probably taking a break.
This
Yeah.
would be after the new year, most likely. That would
Yeah.
start something new.
Yeah,
it's
and
somewhere in January.
Yeah,
or something.
that was what I was saying next year.
I will announce that once whoever says the goodbyes, essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
So I am rolling
Okay.
my dice for the final time on Beachside.
3, 2, 1, roll.
Right.
16.
2.
15.
19.
Ross?
5.
15. I guess Demonox does the final greetings. It's appropriate. He never had the chance to. So go on, Demonox.
I passed as 7. Unfortunately, he didn't roll high enough.
I see Paul wanted to be a part of this. Oh.
Aw.
Aw.
We should invite him, actually.
Right, so,
we should invite him into one of our one-offs, at least.
That'd be
So,
interesting.
I'll do the final greeting. So, this has been Demonox playing as Demona, Devar Archeron as Chloe, the new Pope of all creation by the sound of it.
Yay!
Pretty much.
Who's not religious by my ad.
No.
Yeah,
she's not
that's
religious. She's a
also a thing.
completely anti-religious person.
That's so backward. Okay.
Not anti-religious, just she just
Not religious.
doesn't care. She just doesn't care.
This is even worse
Martinelli.
for a pope.
Martinelli as David the Dead, Solomon the Rich, and Remy, the soon-to-be scared of Chloe.
You have not seen her when
Frank
she's
as
craving for Sundays.
Danton, or rather Danton as Frank Sloan, inventor of zombie, dragon, fairies, and defier of gods, killer of gods and deities alike.
And devils, actually, as well.
As I said, gods and deities.
Also, I created big giant cannons on my shoulders.
You did.
Wow,
That's what he wants to leave you with.
you are right. You are right out of a Rob Liefeld comic. You know that.
Oh no.
And Madhog Thy Master as Manny, the
Hello.
ex-lifeguard.
I guess I'm back in being a full-time lifeguard, actually,
Only if you get the job.
Father.
and
Yes,
father,
but he's not divorced.
and wielder of mighty sharks.
I got poof soon.
Street sharks!
I can summon it every time I want. So
And
Ross, finally, our DM and torturer for the last year and a bit, Ross Fairies.
Objective.
Think about Ross.
Objection, I should say.
Think about.
Objection. You have missed one player.
Matty, me,
Yourself.
Riley.
No, I said Demox.
Neko.
Yeah.
Neko.
Oh,
I forgot to tell you about Neko, the ever-absent robotic person who appeared for
2 episodes.
3 episodes tops? And chaser of someone somewhere selling.
Chaser of lost girls.
aloe vera salesman extraordinaire.
I got a lot of good deals from him for the spider mine ingredients and whatnot.
Yes. And Frank's pockets were much lighter by the end of it.
Hey, this isn't about me. This is about this campaign ending.
Anyway, so now it is finally...
Yep. So if you've been watching this, you've been watching it on Fanboys Fairy, live on Fanboys Fairy's stream channel on Twitch, or one of 2 Yoo-hoo channels.
Yoo-hoo channels.
But I like the name better.
Yes. Yeah, I will say one last thing to all of you before we say good night, one and all. Mm-hmm. By the time the new year rolls around, all of you will find yourself in thy chaos consumed.
Yes, that cliffhanger of yours. Speaking of lack of catharsis.
Okay, so that is ominous. So, as the DM, it falls to me to officially bring the end to these proceedings. I hope everyone that has been watching has enjoyed Beachside. Icy Pal asks, is Manny going back to hitting on single mothers? The answer is probably yes. And single fathers.
And daughters.
No, I
don't. Single daughters. Great. Awesome.
All at the same time, no less.
And young naive men.
It has been a trip. I think I have succeeded in my stated goal of providing an entertaining campaign that will teach you what you would need to do to jump into a basically any role-playing game that you really wanted to play. No,
yes,
giving
don't have sex with a succubus.
Well, giving a game that is unlike any others that you will likely play again in your lives.
Ooh, we'll see about that.
That's a high statement.
We are not playing Pathfinder. I don't want to be stuck into
I'm saying this game that you just played would be unlike any other that you have played in your life.
Oh, okay. I thought you were foreshadowing the imminent ascension of Pathfinder campaigns.
No, I am not foreshadowing anything. Pathfinder is the game I am most familiar with. However, I could potentially run something else or just use the ugly system that I've been using for simplicity's sake.
So let me put it this way. I have always been terrible at math and with numbers in general, so I had my feel of discomfort playing a system this simple. With Pathfinder, I would go insane. I would literally go insane.
Well, Pathfinder is one of the less crunchy games.
Grappling!
So
with White Wolf, you're literally rolling like a sack of D10s to do just about anything, right?
Jesus Christ, okay. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh.
That's Vampire the Masquerade, World of Darkness, Changeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the goodbyes.
Okay, yes, anyway. So, tangent aside, thank you all so much for joining me. I thank my players for bearing with this extremely fairy-centric story.
Yeah, it was fairly fair.
It was fairly interesting.
You know,
it was a fairly good thing.
Okay.
And I thank every one of my audience, and of course, I must throw out a special thanks to Icy Pal, who has actually been funding me through Beachside. So that makes me feel really good when he likes my campaign so much. This story that we've all told together, that he literally wakes up early in the morning his time, and is willing to donate money to the stream because he likes it that much. I could not receive a greater form of flattery for it.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
and there's no greater flattery when you're a content creator than when someone is actually willing to monetarily support you for what you do. There's no more sincere way that they can tell you that they like your content that much. And that's essentially why I'm going to leave on a note of thanks to all involved. So, I think...
okay, you said it comes from for the story, but we all know the fan service. Chloe and Demona fan service. We're
to
still
be fair,
waiting
this
for
game has been really light on that, especially coming from me.
I know, right?
There was that one part where basically Chloe got in between Manny and
Riley.
with her shirt off.
But I'm just saying, considering this is me running it,
yes,
this has been
very light for him.
Really light. So I also want you all to consider my restraint. Anyway,
I have done.
with that, that's essentially all I have to say. I'm about to stop the streaming a second, so final goodbyes for everyone.
We love you, and we love you. We hate you. We can't.
Hey, Dynasty forever at your back.
See you, everybody. See you, everybody, and take care of yourself.
Slon Cha, my friends.
Hold on, I have one last thing to say. Whatever you do, don't leave house with your jaws.